Hey,
I didn't sign up for this.
Welcome to my RPG. Disclaimer.
That is the first time I've ever had a notice come up saying this is being recorded.
Feelings. We don't mean it. So don't cry. Just write me a letter and I'll do better next time. Fuck your hat.
That's a good thing, Bob.
That's
really
good.
Yeah.
This is the first time my
Thank
Zoom
you, Bob.
has said, hey, it's being recorded. Do you want to stay here?
Same. I've never noticed that before.
Yeah, it said it loud.
Yeah, it's the same. I've never had that pop up.
I didn't sign up for this. Pull up my pants and get the fuck out of it.
Right? Don't get caught masturbating at work again.
Oh no, who's not wearing pants? It's a mystery.
Again, who caught me the first time?
Why are you sweating? Because this conversation is tiring.
So, welcome to the Dresden Files RPG, Campaign 2, Episode 3?
Aaron's picture's just too nice.
Campaign 3.
We started with the disclaimer from one Robert. Bobbert. And we will move on to our ad spot, which we have a new sponsor tonight.
Hi. Tonight's episode is being sponsored by water. Did you
said
know
that was vodka?
Yeah, you lied to us.
Did you know that the new
Bait
water?
from Glasha.
Did you know that the new water is metal as fuck? 100% of drownings occur in water. Drink today.
Also, fish fuck in it. Use
You do know you can drown in sand, right?
Code fish come for 50% off.
Yeah, use code FISHCOME for 100% off water.
Buy Nestle water for 800% markup.
800, like
You know, Nestle can sue us right now.
Listen, there's this wonderful other people called Liquid Death, which are so much better.
That's true.
Hey, Liquid Death. Proper sponsorship.
Sponsor us. We're totally your right,
Thing.
group. Audience. All right, and also, we will do the recap now. And Amanda has graciously offered to recap. She didn't win a role.
That happened. Yeah. So we had the teams split up to go grab people. The one went to the Chateau Laurier to meet with Big Joe. And then Jack and Anna came to get Neria and Dan and had a slight run-in with the Summer Knight.
Just a small one.
Just a little one. Everybody walked away unscathed, so just a little one.
Because I'm an amazing negotiator.
Very impressive.
The Summer Knight wasn't there to fight. He was there to fix the problem.
He was squatting in my house.
Did he at least wash his hands after?
He said,
And not from the looks of the place.
yeah, he had seemingly been there for a couple of days at least.
That's pretty
Wad.
shitty.
And everybody
you're
else,
fired.
aside from me, left.
All right, and then it ended with Fix bowing out, heading off to do whatever he's actually there to do. And
We were making our way back to the chateau, I believe.
Minus me.
We were going to go meet up with the group at the chateau.
Minus you?
Yeah, I stayed behind. I told him I had some stuff to take care of.
And I gave you the squinty eyes and was like, I don't know.
As opposed to what, Aaron?
Shut up, Pokey.
I'm sorry.
and canceled.
Oh,
Brandon, put on a pink shirt for bullying week. Shit.
She got hungry.
So, we pick up story-wise with. I was gonna do a flashback, but I'm not feeling it. It's not there, so we'll just start with Jordan. Jordan, what is Jack doing right now?
You asked me to roll a lore.
Yeah, because you asked a question.
Yeah.
What
So I
was
guess
the
that'll determine if I know an answer to that question.
He went riding, and now he needs someone to find help to get Jack off the horse.
I swear to God, I will kill you in your sleep. It's 6.
I'm just gonna
Six?
mute.
What was the
myself.
question again?
I've every intent to go visit Karen.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to look up a person's address,
I've been there.
You can use it to her house. No, you haven't. You've never
In the dream world, we know exactly where it is.
You knew her
We
Ansel.
didn't go to Karen's.
Yeah, you've been to Ansel's house.
Oh, well, I'll look Karen up.
Yeah, so she might be in the phone book. She did mention she has a Montessori school that she works.
Okay.
She never said the name of it, so there's Montessori schools out there, so you can just kind of like look them up.
Then I will do sausage.
All right.
With a 6.
With a 6.
Damn.
With the 6, you go and find the phone book. You go back to Neria's house and go through it, and she doesn't seem to have a phone book. Most people
Wait a minute.
kind of throw them out.
Isn't she your neighbor?
Whose neighbor? No, she's not her neighbor.
I thought it was that simple.
No.
With a fate point, it becomes that simple.
Yes.
If she was my neighbor, I don't know that she would have survived this long. Considering the run-ins that my characters had with her in the past, yeah, I don't think she'd live this long.
Just give me a second, because I am very prepared.
No
I'll
problem.
now, absolutely, without fail, find the paper with Karen's address on it. I'm not cheating, guys. Guys, calm down. I'm not cheating.
Why do you have any
Why would I ever
There
think
it
such
is.
things?
123 Street Road Avenue.
There it is.
654 638th Street, 65B.
That's all of them. I knew I had them in here. Okay. Name. Karen. Perfect. Yes, because she has a relationship with the guy who's never come up once yet.
Must be an
Wow.
important relationship.
Well, we were all in
He's
it.
an important guy.
Bob, can you grab us a beer, please? That's okay.
Because I'm a ginger.
It is because you're a ginger. Not that anyone knows because you shave.
Not the special places. See, look at my eyebrows.
It's true. It's all true.
The curtains match the drapes.
It's all true. It's all true.
That was
Oh,
funnier
true.
than it had any reason to be.
All right.
Alrighty then.
It's Bob. I think that's par for the course.
You decide that, sure, your best bet, while going through Neria's place, would maybe try to Google Montessori schools.
Okay.
Or you
Use your magic. You're a wizard, so you can't really Google anything. You're gonna have to definitely go find a phone book. I will.
What about Kevin? Wouldn't he be able to look up like
He doesn't have.
native activists?
I don't have Kevin.
Oh, we're not together?
No, you're not there.
Mm-mm.
He's alone at Amanda's or Neria's place right now. Everyone got in a car and drove away.
And he stayed there.
And he stayed there.
He said he had something to do.
Oh yeah. All by myself.
All by myself.
Nobody's looking.
So,
Thinking of you.
It's not like you can do anything worse to that place that Fix did in over 2 weeks.
let's think about this first.
Challenge accepted.
All right. Well,
You guys destroy my place, you're in for the worst nightmares of your life, lasting for the rest of your life.
Your socks are gonna be crunchy for a while.
so Jordan, how do you want to go about looking at Montessori schools?
I'll go. Well, Karen feels like the type that she'd use that phone book.
Mm-hmm.
She'd put one of those ads in there, and her name is definitely going to be somewhere in the title.
Okay. So how do you want to look it up? Where do you want to go?
Yellow pages?
We'll use the yellow pages.
Karen's
Where are you gonna
Montessori.
where are you going to find some yellow pages? Where are you
have to do
going?
some searching.
The phone book in Neria's house.
There's not one. There's not one in her house.
Neria doesn't have a phone book? With a fate point, Neria has a phone book,
Do
correct?
you, Jordan, have a phone book?
Justin?
You are a wizard.
Would spending a fate point make Neria have a phone book?
No, it wouldn't change that. Although
that everyone in Ottawa has a phone book?
This is October. The phone books come out in April, so they'd all be fairly recycled by this point. So, without a fate point, I'll tell you that there's a library in town. There's the Nepean Public Library, and they have that sort of stuff. And as a wizard, you'd spend a lot of time in a library because if they got a 6, looking up a Montessori school and library would be pretty much meeting up for a 6 for that. So
where's Neria's apartment in the city?
She's not far from he could walk to the Nepean Public Library.
I'll go to the library.
Yeah, he's in Meadowlands right now.
Yeah, he's not far at all. So he walks for 45 minutes, and the library is indeed open because it's middle of the day and it's like a Wednesday or something. No.
Okay.
Yes. So.
What do you call babies? Are they kids?
Kids.
You know what? There's a chance that he doesn't even need to look at a phone book. There's probably a poster on the front at the board out by the front door with one of those rip-off phone numbers for her school. She probably replaces it every 2 weeks.
That would be hilariously easy if it was that, but how would he know that's her?
Karen's Montessori.
Sure, if it was called that.
I don't know. Maybe if it's called Karen.
Yes, it's good. I'm just gonna hand it to you. You can just have it.
Spend a fate point.
Yeah, I'll just spend that fate point.
You spend that fate point?
Hand me this.
Give it to me. I want it. Change reality. Okay, fine.
Yes, because that's new.
So you get to the library, and it's a big complex there. There's a giant bell outside. There's a water fountain. There's people walking around. It's very bustling in the Nepean area. You walk up the steps to this giant library. Multiple floors, glass walls. The place is gorgeous. It's everything a book nerd would ever want. But you're there with a mission. You're not there to read books and socialize and look up the history of the Ottawa area. You're there to find information on a particular person. So you walk in, and to your right, in this beautiful giant open area, glass elevator going up to the 4th floor, you can see just to your right the actual entrance to the library. You go in, there's books everywhere, little carts, women with their hair up, a young boy reading a book, and there's a girl at the desk there, and she sees you walk in. What are you wearing right now? How do you look? How do you present yourself?
I am with my my walking cane.
Okay.
The way I was dressed before, so nice white shirt, black what's that thing of black vest.
Yeah.
And black dress pants.
Nice.
With a
the avalanche
with my ball cap.
You're still wearing the avalanche ball cap?
Yeah, avalanche ball cap.
Okay. And she sees you walk in and she goes, "Oh, hello. How can I help you?"
Hi, I was actually looking for some information on a local Montessori school. I was thinking of putting my kids in.
Oh, that's lovely. That's incredibly lovely. Roll a deception for me. Deceit or whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember if I took deceit.
Yeah, false face forward for deceit.
I didn't take deceit, so that's 2.
Oh, fantastic. You're 2 shifts above her. She got a -2. She goes, "That's lovely that you want to put your kids in one of those. They must be quite young. Those Montessori schools are absolutely amazing. There's a young woman in the area who does one that I think is just absolutely a blessing to the area. Where do you live?"
Oh, I'm from the Nepean area, actually. I'm not far.
That's wonderful. I actually do have a list here, but and she goes and she shuffles through some papers, and she comes and she puts the paper. There's 17 Montessori schools in the area, but she takes out a pen and she circles one which is the Nepean Special Needs Montessori School. She goes, this one's absolutely amazing. There's one, I know this woman personally. Her name is Michelle. She's really, really good.
Okay.
You don't seem
mention that you really want to focus your child's education on Native Canadian heritage and.
Don't give him ideas.
I wasn't gonna say that, Brandon, so I'm not gonna. I don't want to meta this too much.
Because Michelle focuses mostly on special needs.
We don't
children,
meta,
but she also is taking in. I don't want to say normal because I don't want to pretend like being autistic isn't normal, but she's bringing in more students so that they can have a bigger curriculum.
Well, I'd heard about another lady who was not as pleasant, but effective nonetheless. What was her name? It started with a K. Kathy, Krista,
she kind
Karen?
of helps, and she gives you this list and goes, these people, you can throw a dart at this sheet. Any one of them will be good.
Okay, thank you very much. This is actually very helpful.
Is there anything else I can help you with? Any books you want to put on order? Do you want to make an account here?
I may come back to set up an account, as this is a very, very vast library. I'm impressed.
It's absolutely
way better than Google.
She says, and you'll want to pay attention to this, Jack. She goes, it's absolutely wonderful. We find a lot of older people with canes, kind of like what you have, come here.
Really?
A group that meets here every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Ooh.
Just
what day is it?
Refresh my memory. What day are we?
Wednesday.
What time do they normally show up?
Around 7
p.m. or a.m.?
They usually show up when everyone's kind of just heading out. They reserve the library.
p.m.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Though
interesting.
One fellow, he says he's allergic to electronics. His electrostylus something or another.
Oh, he may have a heart condition. I'm told that sudden shocks, might affect his defibrillators.
Nepean Public. Nepean.
So that's very interesting. I may have to look into that.
Absolutely, I can take your name down and tell them that you came by if you like, and sign you up for them. There's 7 of them that usually show up.
Yes, show up.
And there's one young man who's been with them quite a bit. But
would his name be Daniel?
No. There was a Dan, but not Daniel. But he's not the young man.
Oh, okay.
He's an older man, Dan.
Dan.
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting. You know what?
She smiles.
Hmm?
She smiles widely at you.
Oh, it's sweet.
What's the name of that Mexican book?
I would definitely mark me down that Mr. John Skellington.
Ask for Carlos.
Give her your number, fuck.
He doesn't have a phone number. She asked for the information, writes down, you said Jack Skellington?
John Skellington.
John. She writes down John Skellington. Then she says, if they are interested in having you join, what's your number?
I currently am in between numbers. It happens sometimes with the phone companies. Absolutely. But I may show up tomorrow just to introduce myself briefly, and they can turn me away if it so pleases them.
They are a wonderful group of people. Malachi's super nice. Dan's usually, when I've been here, when I've been on shift, Dan's very nice. The young man, I think his name is Fix. He was super polite as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's a summer night.
Yeah, I definitely, if you see them, let them know that I'll be here.
Absolutely. All right. If I can help you with anything else?
No, actually, it's been extremely helpful.
All right. Well, help yourself to the library as you like, and she goes back to what she's doing.
Thank you very much. As I'm leaving, I want to flip through those pages.
Yeah, it's one page really that she's folded over.
Okay.
And it's like 1 second. Like Cozy House Daycare, Bright Path, SIFA, like the Blossom Progressive. And then one really
Is your boy a boy? How do you know?
One really stands out, Mountain View Monastery Preschool. And
that
underneath
one.
It says K. Campbell.
I would definitely like to get that address and give it to a cabbie.
Libraries have phones.
I can't hear you, Brandon, complaining that she's using her original name. Her maiden name instead of her married name.
I definitely want to write down that address and then give it to the cabbie as I get a new cab.
I keep suggesting that Jack should get her number or her address.
That's Jack, what I'm going.
Flirting with you.
Oh, the no. That's problematic.
Like, the librarian. Everyone's like, that's what we're telling you to do.
No, that's a problem there. And my heart belongs to only one.
And that is...
You don't need to give her your heart.
Oh, yes.
Dude, seriously.
It's literally one of the compulsions you stuck on me, Justin.
You will love only me.
So give me a feet point.
Anything about love.
Smash. I will smash others, but I will love only one. I will
let me smash.
Let me tell you, Maeve ain't staying single.
Nope, but I'm unfortunately bound to that logic.
Okay, so you very much the K. Campbell at View Monastery School. All right, I feel like we've given Jordan enough leeway here. Volus. Bobo.
Where am I?
Where are you two?
We're at the chateau still. We were just done talking with Big Joe. I don't know. Are we done talking with Big Joe?
Low down and dirty.
Who is everyone there? Who else is there?
No,
we're on route.
Miria and
so they arrive.
Daniel are en route to the Chateau Laurier.
All right, give me a push forward to what the hell we're doing after the Big Joe thing.
Okay, so the aspect right now is gathering minions. It's just kind of hanging up there, right?
Oh yeah. So kind of. I set the priest off to do all that.
Yeah.
So I've put all my feelers out and I rolled for resources, I think, as well.
Well, you wouldn't roll for resources for something like that. When the priest comes back, he'll have.
Then I'll have to roll for resources.
He'll have a list of people that you can talk to.
Is the priest back?
No, he just left.
Well, it's been
so impatient.
A list of people you will have to go talk to.
Oh, he does?
When he comes back. Oh. All right. We'll say about 30 minutes goes by and you young women appear. Anna, Neria, you get to the Chateau Laurier.
Give you the full lowdown.
And the place, before he gives you the full lowdown, looks a bit chaotic. It's not like the library. The library right now is a bit insular, whereas like the Chateau Laurier is on like red alert, right? Like they've got like tapes out, so no one's parking in the front. Every now and again, someone like screeches in and like runs in to talk to someone. Like there's like a lot of action as you drive up there. Who's driving and how are we driving? Is Leo driving? What's happening? Is Alfred driving?
Alfred,
in honor of our comrade who's not here, he's driving from in the trunk.
It's Daniel. It's Daniel who's driving because it's Daniel.
Yeah.
All right, that's right. So Daniel pulls up and he's very quiet, uncharacteristically quiet, pulling up.
Daniel, are you doing okay?
What's wrong?
This doesn't look good. Last time I was here, there was like a festival going on. This looks like they're preparing to have the military here.
Well, I suppose that's sort of true. I mean, supernatural.
Yeah,
military.
It's shitty.
It's pandemonium everywhere right now.
Yeah, and like he hasn't had the radio on, just as you drive, every now and again you see police go by. Right, like red flashing lights as you were driving. So.
Is there something we should know that you don't want to be near military?
Not really per se. I mean, I've got a lot of bad luck with people's cell phones. Like, I still have a cell phone, and he takes out his cell phone, and it actually flickers without him noticing. Like, he talks about it, and you can see it kind of flickers, and he puts it back in his pocket. And he goes, but I don't know. I just got in my gut, I got a bad feeling.
Okay.
Also aspect on this.
Need to meet them.
Yeah, the second aspect hanging is I got a bad feeling about this. So you kind of look at the Chateau Laurier. Does look like you see a person run in. They grab the door and they just run in.
They take the door?
Someone swings the door open and runs in, like just with total disregard for whether he accidentally breaks it.
We should probably go in and see if the others are there.
What's that, Amanda?
I said exactly what Anna said.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
It's all good.
Everybody gets out. Everybody gets into the chateau. As you get into the foyer, it's a beautiful alabaster foyer, marble floors, really nice couch over to the side. Or at least that's how you remember it. Right now, everything's to the side. There are people. They have like a table set up. And you can see your friends standing there. The bar to the right looks like it's closed off. And everyone's just kind of talking about what they're going to do. And you can hear Big Joe going, if we get them involved, it's going to be complete chaos. We cannot get the Jade Court involved. As he stomps around, you hear a couple other people talking. There's a small Chinese man there, and he's not talking to the volume that Big Joe is. But
I think the big guy is the one in charge by the look of it.
Seems like it. Let's go see what's up.
And where am I? Am I talking to Big Joe as well, or?
You're wherever you want to be.
Okay, so I'm in on that conversation with Big Joe.
Okay.
Honestly, I think, and this is going to be like in the conversation. Honestly, I think the Jade Court is probably in a worse situation right now than normal because if they're psychic based after what the fuck just happened down in Chichen Itza, like they're probably in a bad way right now. That or they're in a power vacuum and they're already they're moving chess pieces all over the world. I don't think we want to deal with we don't want to get them involved any more than they already are.
Every time they get involved and he sees you go, oh, and he turns to you.
We can maybe call my cousins or my sister, but she is kind of not all the way here. Maybe our friend. Maybe...
Oh, it's hereditary.
How long were you waiting to use that one, Pokey?
That was quick on the draw.
That was really quick on the draw.
Roll a social. Roll what would be the opposite of a presence?
1.
Roll a rapport.
And presence?
You would roll presence, Bob would roll rapport.
4.
I just lowered my rapport, so you're lucky.
Did you change it?
I did change it. My rapport was +3.
Let's try that again.
Yeah.
Hold
Does
it,
not fall all of them?
hold it
I
flat.
lost one in my fat area. All of me.
There's no helping this.
We said we want you to roll, not to play with a roll.
0. So I got 3.
3. You got 3. What did you get, Fullis? 4?
4.
His saying that being crazy is hereditary hits you with the plus with a social. So where's your social? What are your actual page?
I love how everything is organized in one thing.
So you would take social damage. You already have that one filled in for some reason?
Yeah, because it's 10 months.
So you would take 1 social damage from him saying being retarded's hereditary.
Oh no, he said the R word. We're gonna get banned.
I meant musically. Musically retarded. What are you looking at me like that for?
C'est la vie.
You retard music. It's how it works.
Same with trucks.
You retard trucks? Yeah, that's true.
No, those are the ones that drive trucks.
Yes, it's true.
Seems
It's all
different.
true. Take a fate point, Jordan, you piece of shit.
Damn right.
Anyway, so you come off with that. Jean takes a bit of a oof, and
Maybe we'll not call my family. They are very powerful, but hard to control. Yes, I am the youngest.
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, the ones that we've met really stand out.
Oh, controlled them pretty quick.
so Big Joe goes, I still don't think getting in debt to the Jade Court's gonna help anyone.
Last card.
I haven't been here for the last year, but I imagine you might have already racked some of that up, or at least either one side has.
Honestly, they owe me a favor or two. I've been allowing a lot of shit to go through. But this is pretty big.
I don't think we want to call on them just yet. Again, I think they're going to be pretty busy doing other things.
What the Jade Port?
Fuck, where'd you come from?
Hi, we just arrived.
Been here for a while.
Nice. Neria, it's good to meet you in
Hi.
person.
I know. I got my body back.
You look tired.
Look, you think I'm tired? I'm haunting your head.
Ha ha ha.
Promise?
She looks at Big Joe and she's like, "Name is Anna. It's a pleasure to meet you."
Wait,
Joe
where's
holds out his massive paw. The man is like 7'1". He's huge. He's broad-chested, big beard, wide face. He looks like he could chew a tree clear through if he wanted to. And he
Like
goes,
this.
like yeah, just like that, but like twice as big. I mean,
Honestly, I think of the man in the yellow hat from Curious George whenever I think of Big
For
Joe.
Big
That kind of paints a
Joe?
different picture.
I imagine like Mankind from like wrestling.
Ooh.
Mick Foley.
Except 7 feet tall.
Except
Because
7
Mick Foley
feet.
was not 7 feet tall.
No, he's like 5'9" or whatever. He's not a big dude.
Yeah.
But like, if you imagine Mick Foley, if he
The
was
Big Show.
or yeah, like the Big Show is like the right height.
Okay.
Like, but yeah,
Strowman,
Big Joe
that's what
is
they're thinking.
he's a
Andre.
Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Andre the Giant.
Andre?
Actually, Andre the Giant. If he had a
I don't
beard.
think Justin knows Braun Strowman.
Okay.
So yeah, so on Andre the Giant, if he had a beard, would be a good comparison for Big Joe. Like he's a massive dude, right?
Anna's like the shortest one out of the parties. It probably looks really weird, her like reaching up to
reaches
shake
over
this guy's hand.
With
But
his
she's fiery.
Shake your whole body.
Yeah, and like when he shakes your hand, he very gently grabs your hand with a finger and like shakes it politely.
I am not that dainty. You don't have to worry about breaking me.
I'm more worried about myself, but I appreciate a woman who knows what her strengths are. You're friends with these unkind lot?
Vagabond.
Vagabonds,
Yeah,
motley
met
crew?
recently.
We have been
I'm
through a
married,
bit
by the
together.
way.
Well, hello there. And he sees you and he gives a very curt hand gesture. Hey,
We're friends. We've never actually met.
This is our first time meeting in person, but we've spent a fair bit of time together lately.
the internet's like that. I don't use it much, but I get it.
Has nothing to do with the internet.
Yes, the internet.
So,
Chat rooms and
She's
Yahoo.
Neria's gonna turn and look at you and let her eyes flash violet before turning back to see him.
I'm leave you guys to discuss this. I'm gonna be over there talking to my boy about what the next big move is. And as he heads out, you can see what looks like a giant boat out in the river that he's working on.
That is a big boat.
And it certainly
Yeah,
is.
you'll need a big boat.
You know what they say about guys with big boats?
They
They
have big
won't.
oars.
Lots of semen.
And debit. Lots of debit.
Debt?
He's not wrong. That's the terrible part.
Well, Joe goes out and heads towards the boat his son is working on. The room is mostly yours. What do you guys want to do?
So what is our next plan?
I don't remember. I know me and Joe had this big conversation last time, but I can't remember what we decided on.
We sat on everything's all used up and we're kind of fucked. That's what it came out to be.
Hmm?
Everybody to be hired has been hired.
Kind of like a post orgy.
And we're still waiting on Jack to arrive. He said he had something
Just
to
like
do.
a post orgy.
Like a Postmates delivery. It's not what you wanted, but you're gonna do it anyway.
It's best.
That's $50 you spent all night.
Yeah.
I do remember talking to Vanderung and mentioning that I want to go to New York to get that sword.
Mhm.
Yeah, he mentioned that he'd have someone look into it.
Right.
The
Look
sword's
into
on
giving
you.
it to me.
Yeah.
It's Wolf's Fang.
Wolf's Fang.
Yeah, did you
So
write
I
it down?
guess-
Did you ever write down the actual name of it?
Yes.
I think it is like the Wolf's Fang. It's something.
No, it was like
Uh,
Fenris's fang.
Fenris's tooth.
That's it.
White steel sword +2 to weapons.
Ooh, shiny. Can I play with it?
Nope.
All right. So that's being taken care of, and Vandrin had also asked you to look into Ansel, as you recall. Vanderung was like, "Do not
Bring
let my
him back into the fold if you can.
Oh yeah, he wants me to bring him in alive or some shit.
But he also said if blood is spilled, it's totally understandable. The blood gods demand blood.
Blood for
Yeah,
the blood gods. Skull for the skull throne.
Blood for the skull throne.
No, it's skulls for the skull throne.
No.
Infidel.
All right. So Daniel's standing by the door. He's just kind of like on watch. He does look almost ill, like he might vomit.
Daniel.
Okay, so where are we going to go with the story here? We're kind of stuck in. We're all sitting in a room. We have nowhere to go.
Up to you. What you guys want to do? That's really up
This
to you.
is probably one of the safest
Should we
places in
story
Ottawa.
pointing which direction we need to be.
There's tons of story. You can do whatever you want. The game is open. It's up to you.
There's
All right,
there's so
let's
many
Walk
options.
around the city and see if we can find the bad guys. For fuck's sakes, like where the
Wandering
fuck?
directionless seems to be a waste of energy.
We could visit an old friend. What time of day is it?
It's like 3 p.m.
You want
What
to go
time of
see
year is it?
Rocco?
Summertime?
Fall.
Because we could visit an old friend. He lives in the water.
It's
Yeah, you-
fall.
Yeah, does he come out during the sunlight or is he a nighttime creature?
No,
Like-
nighttime.
Yeah, so we gotta wait for that.
Oh yeah, Leah's in the trunk.
We could actually just look up Rocco's place, see if we can light it on fire.
Always an option.
I don't think that we need to be doing. I think we can talk to him.
No, he's declared war. He's gonna kill us.
Rocco didn't actually declare war.
No, he just.
Favor of God and left us behind.
I
Yes,
think
he
he cares
screwed
less
us.
about our opinion and position in all this.
He's just in it for himself. He's not necessarily gunning for us.
But I have a feeling he's willing to kill us at this point if we get in his way.
If he's out for himself, he'll kill anybody in his way anyways. Doesn't matter who it is.
And we have not got along in a very long time.
I'm okay with killing him. If we're gonna kill Ansel, I'm doing it.
Oh, I know what we can do. Let me get to my sheets. Let's get a hold of Curtis Law and see if there's any intel on Rocco and his whereabouts.
And Daniel,
Ah,
you look
and I
like
have-
you're going to vomit.
Justin?
Yeah.
Give him a fate point. He
Yeah.
actually got a good idea.
That's yeah, that's fucking next. That was good. I was even like nodding. I'm like, fuck, that's a good move. That's a really good move. Fuck.
I will give him one of my fate points for that one.
Take 2 fate points. You took one of Brandon's.
I got 10 fate points.
This is one of those like
Fate points. We're gonna fuck.
blink and you miss it.
It's just like
moments.
it's just like all the Dragon Ball Z guys giving their energy to one of the other guys.
Yeah.
They just fucking take it. Now,
Alright.
Vegeta,
Pull
I
up
know
Kevin.
you're pride. Just
Kevin.
fucking take it.
Take it. Hello,
So as
Kevin.
opposed to a super attack, Bob had a good idea. Just as rare.
Yeah,
Dun, dun, dun.
it was good. So you pull out Kevin, and grabbing him in the real world, it's different than grabbing him in the dreams. The energy is real. You feel the connection. You feel the warmth in your face as you hold him. And you go and ask Kevin, and you hear him, and he goes, "All right, buddy, I'll see what I can do." And immediately the phone starts cycling. Police. And you put it to your ear. And you hear the ringing. Bring, bring, bring. Ottawa Police, RCMP, how may I help you?
Hello, I'm looking for Curtis Law.
Hold on a second. A few seconds go by. You hear some dial tone, and then all of a sudden, "Hey, how you doing?"
Oh, enchanté. It is a long time no hear, mon ami.
Jean-Paul, took me a second there. What's happening?
Oh, Rocco has been up to some very off-scale, off-worldly, deadly trouble, and I am very worried for the city and for what is going to happen.
You're gonna need to start from the beginning with this. I
think maybe
don't
we
know
should
what's
have
going
played him
on.
A little more
I do not know how to explain this, but he's involved a dark god. He's released him into our land, and I need to have...
Stop.
See,
Just,
you do not want to know.
I just kind of lean in. Easing him in. That's good. Keep that up.
you hear the phone muffled for a second.
Put a little more spit on that.
And it comes off as her skin over phone. Yeah. Listen, I need you to come in here. We're going to write it all down. We'll figure out what's going on. If you're going to make a report about Rocco, I need something substantial.
I do not have a report. I am just looking for information on his whereabouts and maybe deals that you have been looking into that you find shady or you're also investigating.
I'm going to be super clear on this, Jean-Paul. We're friends, and as the police does what they can for you, and we deal with all the SI stuff. I'm going to need you to come in if you want to talk about these issues.
I will be there within 30 minutes.
All right. See you then, Jean-Paul.
I am bringing my crew.
I expect nothing less.
And make sure there's no more zombies waiting for us this time.
Dear God. I'll see you shortly. You hear the phone go dead.
And it gets like this big sort of like puppy dog eyed look. He's like, "I'm part of your crew now?"
We are up against some demanding odds here, and we need to stick together.
So,
you'll get the T-shirt later.
Police station, Curtis Law, and see what he's up to.
Okay, I'm going to call Leo and Alfred and see if we could get him away from the monastery and meet up with us. Please hold.
I thought, isn't Leo in the trunk?
He's literally calling Leo in real life. He's literally typing up Leo, not Alfred, Leo.
I'm calling Alfred. Just give me 1 second.
Anna's gonna check on Daniel since he's looking a little green around the gills.
Voicemail box up. To leave a message, wait for the tone. If you want to leave your number only, press 1.
Hello, Leonard. We are heading to the police station. You need to leave the monastery and meet us there. Hurry up. None of that crazy slow Asian driving. He will be there.
Take another fate point.
Bob's on a roll tonight.
All right. So, meanwhile, across the city, Jack. What are you doing?
I'm en route to this Montessori school.
All right.
That all I can hear in my head right now is, and at the Legion of Doom.
And meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. All right, so
Not inaccurate.
How are you getting there? You hiring a cab or what?
I will get the cab.
You'll get a cab? All right.
I will
Is
get
it
a
during
cab.
COVID that they call it a Montessori school?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out, Brandon.
Roll resources.
Because it's online.
Ah, Wizard, you got
I got a resource of one.
walking stick.
God, you got more than enough money then. Yeah, you catch a cab and you head to the Mountain View Montessori. It's a small little school with a quaint little fence at best.
a pleasant place.
There doesn't seem to be anyone there.
Shame. Is this one of those like they built it in a house kind of places, or is it actually like a building?
It's a building. It's right next to a pub.
Okay, I'll walk up and give a couple of knocks on the door.
Teaching the kids to drink at an early age.
Yeah. You knock on the door. No one comes to the door.
Is there any houses nearby?
Anna, that's preparation for your
really.
life.
Across the street, it looks like there's a small mall. It's not terribly far from.
Where are the keys?
4. Keys for what?
Car. I left food outside.
There goes Bob.
Where are the keys?
I don't know where I put them. Probably over on the hook or something, or upstairs on the hook if there's a hook upstairs.
I will.
So yeah, you're near the Maryville Mall. You're not terribly.
Okay, I will go around to the back and see if there's like a back door.
You walk around, and there is a back door that you assume would lead into that area. It's locked.
Oh, of course it is. First, I'm gonna blast a hex in general around me.
Why is the school closed in the middle of the week?
Because it's a
Because
state of
what the hell?
emergency at the moment.
Yeah.
Because
The
it's
entire
Montessori.
the entire city is like in chaos right now.
But I'm gonna do a quick hex blast around me just because I want to try and if there's
No.
a security system, I want to drown it out.
Anna, that depends on the school, though.
Maybe.
I mean, my school,
I
you
have
relatively
that right here. Yes, I have your keys.
closed for holidays.
Yeah, it is closed. There's
It's-
no one there.
It's 3 in the
And
afternoon. All the Billingsleys and all the Cheyennes and Connors with a K had to go home early.
So yeah, right now it seems as though it's closed. You don't know if it didn't open today or what because of the chaos, but
Okay, well I'm just doing a quick hex blast again, just to if there's a security system, I want to take it out.
yeah, no problem.
Okay.
You do that. What are you doing?
Then I'm going to freeze the back door lock and just punch it out.
Give me a might. And I'm also gonna grab a drink. I will be back in a second. Give me your best might roll.
Might.
Hit me with your best shot.
I have a might. I'll be damned.
Don't you
So
hit me
then,
with your best shot.
With my all might.
Hit me with your best
Three.
shot. Fire away.
Using my all might, I hit it with 3.
You hit the door.
So this should bring up a what is it where what's that thing where a certain situation calls upon its own name? We make a name for a situation.
Aspect.
Aspect, yes, an aspect. Forcing my way through the back door.
In other countries, we call that rape.
Grape.
Grape. It's
Grape.
purple. The door. You see, it's grape flavored.
I was asking for it.
Asking for it.
I'm going to
Tell me the color of
bash.
what it is.
Again, I was just glossing over, freezing the door, punching out the lock.
You want to
Okay.
numb it first. That's kind.
Mostly to shatter the steel.
Yes. 3 isn't enough.
Then I'm going to use that aspect.
Sure. Brings it to a 5. You feel like if only you were just a little bit stronger, the freezing and the force would have worked. But
Well, I'm the Winter Knight, or the Winter Rider. So
you're adding that to it,
I'll add another fate point to it.
which is I'm the Winter Rider.
Yeah.
You freeze it and lean back and boot fuck the door clean open. Your key is accepted.
You are the key master.
You
Yeah.
are the key master, and you feel rather proud of yourself because it's just the perfect amount of force to not make a loud noise.
Oh, perfect.
But it's
But
open.
your boot slips slightly on the doormat, and you catch your balance, but you look down. There's a key.
Do you want to spend a fate point, Brandon?
No.
No, it's fine.
Yes.
I'll mute myself. now.
Amanda wants to use a fate point. Yeah.
I used the one you gave me for the recap.
So you spend a fate point, and upon kicking the door open, everything's so graceful. You take a step back, see a mat. You shake your head. You're leaning down. You lift the mat, and there's a key there. There was a key there the whole time, and on the mat is 3496. The fucking code is written underneath for the electronics.
So I'm going to go to the office.
For the overzealous kid who wants to come to school early.
Yeah, I want to find basically like the administrator office.
Yeah. So you walk in. You go to the door. It opens to the Montessori school, and you find that it's a lot of kids stuff. There's toys on the ground. Everything's fairly well taken care, but there is indeed like a little back room for the principal or the head teacher, whatever they call them, and that door is also locked.
Well, I'll use the key on it.
You walk back and use the key?
Yeah.
Sadly, pathetically, it's the same key and it opens.
However, it turns out the hex you blew screwed the computer over.
Oh, I don't need the computer.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna search through for her hair.
Yeah. So the door opens. There's a little desk in there. There's a little red skin bobblehead that she has there. There's also a filing cabinet, and there's the window. It's a fairly large window behind her, but all the curtains are closed. And a very expensive chair with a back massager thing on it that she's put in the chair.
So yeah, I'm gonna scour that chair as well as just general around to find some of her hair.
You don't find any hair on the chair per se, because I rolled a -4. But while you're scouring around, I need an investigation.
Oh, that is 4.
You're going through the paperwork. There's a lot of students in there. You feel like you're going to be here all fucking day.
Just a little meta. If you're looking for a pay stub, it's going to be where the secretary sits, not the principal's office.
Oh, I'm not looking for a pay stub. I'm not that smart.
I'll give her your address.
But a way to determine one from the other would be that her hair is going to be slightly grayish.
It was in the new world. Since that's happened.
No, I mean like she's older.
She wasn't. She was a dark-haired woman originally, and then through the course of her with Gahone, she went gray.
Ah, okay.
Which I'll give that to you for free, but you only got a 4, so you feel like you're going to be here all day.
Then, the darkness is my ally.
Oh, she's a cute kid. Sorry. You, darkness is your ally?
Yeah, to bump that up by another 2.
Up. Those are rookie numbers. All right. With that, you feel like going through it, spending some time really kind of thinking about it. You find the staff. There's folders with all the pay stubs. Not in this one, not in that one, but the bottom one. Because she doesn't really care about her staff as much as she cares about the students. She's about the students. Right? So you get to the bottom drawer, you start pulling it out, and with a strange bit of inspiration, you just grab one and pull it out, and it's Mary May, and there is a folder in there with a letter addressed to one Karen Campbell, and the envelope is still on it with an address.
Okay.
The letter is about the concern about the rates and how Ottawa's inflation has been going up, and she doesn't believe she can continue working there, and how she may have to resign if the pay doesn't change.
And the name of the person is Mary May?
Mary May is the letter, and the address is to... It's the address in the envelope is to Karen Campbell.
Oh, then I will definitely use that address to go to Karen's house.
Yes. She lives on 468 Joseph Street.
468 what?
Joseph Street.
Okay, I will go there.
Nope, that's not true. That's wildly incorrect. Cheryl Road, number 8 Cheryl Road. Got my address mixed up.
Cheryl Road. Okay, then I will go there. That is my next.
In fact, that's not terribly far from where Ansel lives.
I'm going there.
It's like literally 8 houses from
Okay,
Ansel.
your expression's hilarious.
So it was like right where I was thinking I wanted to go initially, but just slightly off.
Yeah, I mean, there's houses in between, but it's pretty fucking close.
Yeah, I'm going to her house.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm gonna bring the letter, by the way.
You bring the letter back to the original crew. What are you guys doing? Going to the police station? You arrive at the police station. You're at the police station.
Going to the cop shop. Pig roast.
Pig roast. Big old pig roast.
Don't Google that.
Don't Google that.
Don't Google pig roast.
So you got in the car with Daniel. Daniel drove everyone to the Green Bank police station. Banta Road, right near Brass Monkey. If you know Brass Monkey.
That funky monkey.
Yeah. You pull into the police station there, a little behind. And, you walk up to the police station, you walk in. I'm assuming you just asked to get in.
Yeah. I
have an appointment. Yes. They,
he is expecting me.
They send you through a security door. You go to the elevator, you go down to the basement. And in the basement, you meet up with Curtis Law and Bert something?
Justice.
What is his name? George Smith, Jackie.
It was Law and Justice, I believe.
Justice, maybe. Where's the original one for this?
Does their office space look better? Like, do they have more funding now?
Bert Justice and Curtis Law. Yeah, Bert Justice and Curtis Law.
It's also on my payroll.
Bert, you're shouting.
All right,
Bert,
so you go
you're
to the
shouting
basement.
again, Bert.
You walk down a hallway. The walls are cement and painted like this really ugly, like pale yellow. And
70s style.
There's a strong smell of potpourri, and you end up at their little office. There's the two of them there, and they're working away. And Curtis waves you in.
Oh, Curtis, it has been a while since I've seen your face, and I am sure you're happy that way after our last meeting.
Of course, Bert. I'm glad to. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
Bert learning.
Curtis Law.
He says, you want to know what's going on with Rocco? Is that what the situation is?
Yes, maybe some locations and some information would be very helpful.
We have his address, and I sent a cruiser out to his place. There doesn't seem to be anyone there.
At least it keeps us from having to go there.
Yeah.
Hello, my name's Anna. It's a pleasure to meet you.
He kind of looks around JP and sees you there. Hi. You're new. He points to Daniel.
Hi.
You're new.
We had a little expansion on our last.
Not new.
I was, how you say, pulled against my will into a dreamland, and where Rocco helped free a god that's been locked away for hundreds of thousands of years.
So they know about things, right?
No, it
They
is.
know some. This is probably all kinds of new to them.
Oh,
What's that, Brandon?
Anna was just asking, oh, he knows about this stuff? And I'm like, they know a little bit. They know a lot more now.
Yes. So,
I tried to.
Maybe you could
compress
use
it.
a little more spit when you're giving them that.
So, Curtis goes, being pulled into a dream realm. That's a French saying. I'm assuming.
No, it is a literal ghouls in your basement saying.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to know. It's very hard to swallow, but it can be very bad for everyone living in the city.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just get your feelers out for him, any information, I need to know right away. And also, I need to find some hired help, as you say, After the big vacuum of everybody disappearing, I am at a loss for help, and Rocco is not, and it's going to be a very dangerous situation.
All right. Well, Bob, he turns to JP and he goes, "Listen, I'll tell you something. When I traveled to Mexico a couple years ago, I found out something kind of interesting. And there are two kind of cops in Mexico. There's the kind of cops that have been paid off, and the kind of cops that need more money."
This is not the problem.
Do you need more money? Is that what you're saying?
No. We just have an understanding, and I am very helpful when needed.
Want to hold that straight there? You wish. So you got a 3?
Yes.
You got a 3? Okay. Oh, you lucky son of a bitch.
Better lucky than smart.
So, he stands up and he walks around and he goes, "For me," and Bert kind of nods, he goes, "We don't mind helping you out. You're already covering most of SI's funds right now. But it's not just us. There's a lot of guys who will help if they're paid off. And frankly, what you've been giving us and what you have, as you're kind of waving money at them, is not quite enough to convince them to do this shit."
I can contact the church, and
So you got a 3?
Yeah.
So that's what he tells you when you roll a 3. That's you take out a 3 worth of resources.
Yeah.
And that's what he says to you.
This is only what I have on me. This is not my. I do not carry my resources all around with me. I have.
Do you want to add a fate point to that and make it into a 5?
I'll add 2 fate points to that.
Let's make it into a 7. Okay.
This is just the money on me.
So
Yes.
okay.
Well, not-
You walk over to his desk. You take out your wallet and you take out a blank check, and you start writing zeros.
You need
Comma.
professionals. We
Comma.
need men.
0, 0. You look at him, and he goes, "Calm down, JP."
This is a very dangerous situation.
You
We
draw
need
a 1 for $100,000 at him, and he goes, "If this clears, a lot of boys would be more than happy to make sure that justice is served correctly."
No young men. No. No
We'll
one
make
with
sure that
under
you're
30
served
months. Maybe
adequately.
people who are retired.
What are you spending this money on?
I'm gonna need you to make sure that this is brought to us in cash. And he like slides it back to you. He's like, "I get that you have this kind of money, JP. But
Just swing by the church, and you can have it in gold, silver, and/or cash. It is not a problem.
He takes a deep breath, and Bert sits back,
This is for the
crosses his
safety
arms,
of the
and
city.
Bert's like,
Very
I've been-
important.
I don't like
"I've
this,
been meaning to
Ernie.
get that new Ford." And Curtis kind of nods as well, and he goes,
Actually, a couple of Fords in the parking lot at the church, but that's beside the point. This is very important.
So Curtis, he's the younger of the two. He goes, all right. I get that this is important, but I'm gonna need you to sit down and explain to Bird over there in detail what's going on. I'm gonna go to the church. I take this and hand this to church. They're gonna honor it.
Yes, maybe grab a Ford while you're there. And I'll go to bring a recorder and just take a leap of faith. Everything I'm saying is true and not a fish story. And I go in the corner and I just tell him everything.
Yeah. Well, Bert's the
I
older.
make his hair white a little bit when I'm done. The ears.
roll
And if
me-
he needs proof, I will go full bird on him.
I was gonna say you've
I
got a
roll-
mirror standing right there. I can
Plus-
prove it.
plus 4.
Let me at his head. Go ahead.
My way is a little nicer though.
I'm
So,
not going for
oh,
I'm
so
not-
are you
Still
doing
a lot
that?
less
Are you
fun.
doing that, Anna?
Huh?
Are you gonna do that, Anna?
Only if he seems to not believe JP.
So JP spins a yarn. He tells the whole thing, and like
but I
it's
use my conviction, not my present.
Subtlety is like subtlety didn't walk in the room with us, let alone go out the window.
convention is how much you believe.
I'm not a subtle
This
person.
is you telling
No,
us,
I'm talking about JP.
like
Like
Ro-
subtlety didn't come in with us.
yeah. So JP begins.
But I am a taka.
Yeah, he's very much a talker, and he begins very much presenting a story that's each of you feel yourself nodding to as he's telling it. He doesn't undersell it, and he doesn't sell any of you short. Like, when he speaks of the things you did and each of you suffered through, you can't help but feel like, yeah, we went through a lot of shit, right? And then he starts talking about what's going on in Ottawa and just how it's not just Ottawa. It's, like, everywhere right now.
Mhm.
All the vampires disappearing.
Because I was really hoping we could get to that, talking to them about what's already going on that they're dealing with.
Yeah, and JP seems to really have it under thumb. Like, he seems to really be more in the know than he's letting on.
So it sounded absolutely
You actually
nothing
get to
like
see
what
my-
Bob was just saying, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Where is Bob? Bob's playing a character, and the character just...
The character is nailing it. Is saying everything right.
Yes.
Exact opposite of what Bob was just
So,
doing.
He rolled a 7, dude.
I back that.
needless to say,
See my skills.
I
My
don't
skills
need
only
to show this cop anything. He believes
Oh.
it.
Well, no.
The
This-
cop
this-
will look at anything you have to show him.
Does this mean I get access to his head?
Oh, that.
Whose head? The cop or me?
What are you thinking, Amanda?
I mean, JP already paid him for you. So if you want to see his head,
There's no need for head here.
There's time and place for head.
Which is
this
always...
coming from you is
I'm not
rich.
driving a Ford at 150 kilometers an hour.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. So anyway, despite telling a yarn and everybody being on the same page, Bert's a seasoned older detective, and he says this line, and it very much triggers you, Anna. He goes, I understand that's how you saw it, but what do you have to corroborate that?
In that case, she will go whoosh,
Full vision.
She goes
And
full Phoenix.
full Phoenix and just stands there and looks at him and is like, how about this for proof?
Thank God the room is probably lined with asbestos.
Proving it. And a heck of a lot more fun.
Now you have to kill them.
Now we have to kill him. Now, do you want to do something as well, Neria?
No point. I'm sure he believes us now.
All right, well, Aaron, take a fate point.
Okay.
That's awesome. And he's like wide-eyed. He goes,
Silent man tear goes down my eye. The side of the Phoenix.
yeah. He's like, I get it. Stop. Please stop.
I stand in front of the cop and shield him.
So Nydia's gonna grin at him and go, "Aw, you don't want more proof?"
I didn't mean to scare you. I'm
For
sorry.
this, I think this is
You
enough.
turn into a fiery bird in his office, and you didn't need to scare him.
It's not. It's.
Right,
I don't actually burn things.
Well,
No,
Liz, you're
because
right.
he understands that.
Whatsoever.
But his soul,
Yeah.
soul has not understand
Yeah,
something
his-
like this.
Bert's soul was not ready for this.
I shield Bert.
She'll
One man tier.
change back.
Like, this is gonna start out as a nightmare and turn into an erotic dream.
I've seen the picture. I know the truth. So,
Bert, are you okay?
I just did not expect that. He stands up and like adjusts his chair and goes, "Okay,
You should close your eyes
So-
and take 3 deep breaths. You look.
a god, a literal god, not a hey, this is what I believe, but a literal god."
No,
He's
not
Not
Yes.
going to be able to enjoy the Fantastic Four movies after this because
Not
of you.
the
You know
God.
that.
a god. You understand?
Human Torch. Blame on.
There's
Come
levels.
on.
There's levels.
I'm trying to pay attention to what's happening, Vol, and you're making Fantastic Four jokes over there.
He's just bringing
No.
up the fact that the current word is the bird.
Yes. So Bert is very overwhelmed by all of this and reassesses the situation very clearly. And Rocco has a favor owed to him, and there's a king under the mountain who's some sort of dwarf thing, which is going to show up and try and kill all of you, or all of Ottawa, or all of everyone.
All of the Ottawa Valley.
Ottawa Valley. Well, that's
Yeah.
different. We want them to burn.
Yes.
It's
So-
not very nice.
So, which of you has any research on this? Do we have to start, like, go into like occult shops to figure out what this shit is or what?
Well, we cannot use the internet because it explodes when we get near. As you can see, your computer is smoking right now.
I'm fine.
He looks over at the smoking.
I'm fine with researching things.
So we are.
In fact, I don't think any of us present have an issue with technology. It's
Anna just
Jack.
doesn't use technology.
Yeah, you're old enough that, well, actually, you and I are both old enough that technology is still really new.
As I have a smartphone, you want to see?
And
Never
Neria
mind.
is too much of a narcoleptic to even have probably a Hotmail account.
Have a Yahoo account. I am very
So-
high tech.
I wasn't gone that long from my body.
But no, we need to do more research and we need to get more bodies.
So, Curtis, having gone to get the money, Bert very much knows all the things that are going on, and he points out that the chief of police is dead. He just fell over dead.
Damn.
Oh.
yes.
Red cord.
An
Nice.
organization in the force.
Yeah. So he's like, I don't know if he's red cord. I don't know if that's a thing from what you're saying.
Did he disappear into dust, or is the body still there?
There's no body. He
So
fell
he
over
was-
dead. Fell over dead, and then there was nothing left.
He was a vampire, so he is gone.
Yeah.
You're gonna find much of that everywhere.
There was like a leather almost body behind, like a skin suit.
Yes, that is definitely a vampire.
It is very.
Not a friendly
While
one
you
like
guys-
me, but a different one totally.
In your travels, while you guys are looking for Rocco, if you find Ansel, let me know, please.
Ansel's been a Bert kind of looks back and forth. Ansel's been a huge help over the past year.
I'm sure he has. He's not going to be for much longer.
Why do you say that?
He's
Everything. So
he's in
Yeah.
league with the same issue. He's in league with the same powers that Rocco is.
But from what he said, it sounds very much like Ansel's kind of like on the line with everything. Like he,
Oh, Ansel's on the line with a lot of things right now, and that's not a good place for him to be. I
So
have
maybe
words.
talk
Either way,
to
very
him.
easily.
He and I have words to have, or he and I will have words.
like literally what JP said was that Ansel was paid off. That doesn't mean that he's
Eval.
like
Sympathetic?
swell agents.
He's sympathetic to the situation.
Yeah. Like, and he turns to you, Volus, and he goes, "You guys are like zealots or something to the Allfather, like Odin and Thor, but like Rocco's just a guy paying him money, and it's been that way."
I don't see how this ancient god could have given him money. There was something else involved to get Rocco this far, this deep in. There's no amount of money could have gotten him into that position from where we
That's not
were.
what I'm talking about, says Bert. He said, "We're talking about Ansel. Ansel was paid off by Rocco."
Yes, but we need to talk to Ansel because if Ansel is on Rocco's payroll, then we don't know exactly how far in Rocco's control he is.
Was it just a one?
Ansel wasn't sent to Ottawa for Rocco.
Yeah, I met you 2 years ago, and 2 years ago you were very clearly a follower of Vandrin and Monarch.
So is Ansel, or at least he was.
Well, when he showed up, he very much got involved with the police. He got involved with a lot of SI stuff. We've worked a lot with Ansel, and he's brought in a lot of money from various sources. I'm assuming Rocco. Like, it's not just you, he turns to JP, who's been giving us money.
Obviously, and that's okay. I see no problem in this, but we need to know which side he's going to be on for this one mission. Is he going to be on the Dark God? Is going to be is his job over? We need to know where he stands and who he'll be shooting for.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could pay him, I would. If I had that access, that would be great. But it needs investigating.
And so
And I am not an investigator. That is something I'll leave up to you.
he says, truthfully, there's been a lot of problems with, like, the Algonquin Reserve. And Ansel's been spending a lot of time there sorting out the Algonquin Reserve.
What kind of trouble in the reserve? Is it unsettled unhappiness or
There's-
politics?
Well, we deal with SI. That's Special Investigations. It's been a lot of like weird creatures and stuff like that, and Ansel's been kind of the guy who's been helping us with that.
What have you guys dug up in that we
I
should
hope
know?
it wasn't another Wendigo.
No, not a Wendigo. There's been, I think he called it an Agloshi or something like that. There's something weird. It didn't make quite a lot of sense to me. It sounded Wendigo-like, but it wasn't either. So
Yeah, it could be maybe a relative. They have also shapeshifters that we
Walker.
are humans.
yeah. So
Uh,
he said that the police should stay out of it.
Yes,
And
who-
he very much went and dealt with it. But there was a series of young women who went missing, and Ansel pretty much solved it like a few months ago. And like the you have to understand the Algonquin Reserve is not a really nice place. And
I
they
I
have
a
they have
feeling
their
we
own
need to
police.
go there.
So I asked you to investigate him. Don't go in thinking one way or another, but definitely look in and see who he
Well,
was shooting for.
I'll tell you this: we, as the RCMP, do not have much in the way of jurisdiction in the Algonquin Reserve.
I know
Ansel
is
has,
Ansel there? You think?
I'm thinking if he's not at his place, he's more than likely at the Algonquin Reserve.
That is very.
Okay,
Good to know.
Justin, this is meta, but are we dealing with RCMP or the Ottawa Police?
RCMP.
Okay, because I was going to say there's several branches, and all reserves have their own police.
Oui.
Yeah.
So
That's what I was saying. They have
Yeah.
their own police.
we
on
will
the reserve.
definitely hit the.
Yeah,
reserve.
they all do. They don't generally call in for help
No, they don't.
either.
No, which is why Ansel, being not special investigations, not police, him hearing about that stuff would go and deal with it himself from Monarch.
Yeah.
Not let it get out of that area.
So who would be a contact that we could call at the reserves? Because I cannot just show up there because I would not be welcome.
Bert kind of nods and he goes, the officer there is Officer Joseph Taltree. Taltree, sorry,
Tall-
Taltree. Taltree.
Tree?
Tall tree. He's the reserve officer that's there.
If I say leave me alone, do you think he'll get upset? Because that is very funny. Never mind. This is serious.
Joseph is easily twice the size of you, John Paul, and I'm pretty sure you can dummy him easily. But he's a big dude.
I will be on my best behavior. Yes, and they're also in need of resources. Yes, they have a very.
The natives there do not have the funding that, say, the northern natives do.
So maybe a monthly allowance.
I'm sure someone there can be convinced to be your friend.
That is yes.
Is there anything else, says Bert, that you guys
At the
need
top of
to...
my head, just you see anything, people disappearing, dark spots that you cannot notice, maybe an area where you find yourself very forgetful, anything that you think is more weird than has been weird before, fire me a text. Make sure the men that I am hiring, like I said, are not new. They are ready. They know it's going to be weird. Maybe metal jacket bullets, maybe silver bullets. Don't just be running around with lead. Really be prepared for the what the fuck am I shooting at?
I don't think anyone in the police force is even remotely, like, there's... Like I said, says Bert, Ansel's been dealing with the majority of the stuff we come across.
Yeah, so just
Here's
ammo,
something you might
type of
understand.
ammo. Think really think
At
outside
least
of
a
the
little
box.
bit.
What's that?
Big Joe's going to war
Yeah.
over all this.
Yeah.
And Big Jordan.
Like, he's already prepping. He and his son are prepping for war right now.
It's got a really big boat.
So, Bert, when you say Big Joe's prepping, goes, excuse me, what do you mean? Big boat?
Joe.
Big Joe.
Yes.
No. Bert goes, what do you mean he's prepping? What is he doing? What is going on?
He's preparing for war. There's war coming because of this.
War from who? You said the Red Court's all
everything.
dead.
Everyone and everything.
The red court was all over the world and really powerful. There's a vacuum happening right now, and all this dark god shit is happening on the side.
Well, I'll let you know Rocco hasn't shown up yet, and neither has Ansel since this morning.
Don't let them know we're on to them, please.
Roll me a presence. Brandon.
These guys
Four.
are secretly on Rocco's payroll.
Four.
They're not secretly. He already said that. He openly said that
True.
Michael has been putting money to SI so that he can do stuff in town.
This is a common thing.
Yeah, people are paid off. He's like, you're not the only one paying us.
Mhm.
Right? So
That's why I was going political.
So 4. He says, my allegiance is to the police force ultimately, and to justice.
I could not agree more. Just investigate with an open mind.
Roll report for me, Bob.
So Lydia's gonna walk over to him.
By justice, do you mean
That's
to
4.
yourself or to the concept of justice?
So your report is
Down here.
so
3
plus 1, so 4. You can tell that with what he said, it's like he's obviously going to tell Rocco unless you boost his thing.
No,
Yeah,
I got a different idea. That's why I said Lydia's walking over to him.
Yeah.
So he's gonna walk up to him, lean in, and whisper in his ear, "You really, really don't want to tell Rocco, and you don't want me to come visit you after you fall asleep."
Give me an intimidation.
Okay.
we could just use the
Or a seduction. I don't know.
Or seduction, yeah. But no, it's intimidation.
Do you have intimidation?
No. What I put was I took presence instead of intimidation. So,
What'd you get?
but if he needs extra convincing, she has no problem, calling forth a bunch of his memories real fast.
But what did you get?
Yeah, would you roll?
3, if we're counting my presence, that's a 7, but
What are you rolling? Are you rolling just a regular D8? Or are you rolling fate die?
my fate die.
Okay, good. Okay. You're wildly above him. He feels... Let me rephrase that. As you come up and you say that, everyone's around you, but he doesn't notice them. This intention where you're coming up to him, he kind of looks around and he's just like, I get it. Okay, I get it. You're dangerous people. I know what a dangerous person looks like. I get it. All
He
right?
doesn't have much of a backbone, does he?
Well, with that
Dangerous.
with that 7, a 7, he got a -3. So that's a 10. That's a 5 shift difference.
So you broke him.
Yeah. Right? He's just like, I get it. All right, I won't tell anyone. I'll keep it to SI, and SI does not need to tell anyone.
She burst into flames, and this one scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
So Nydia's just gonna grin at him and go, "Thank you."
Yeah. He goes, Jesus Christ, you people.
Anna's pouting a little. She's like, I'm not dangerous.
So he goes,
Nydia's gonna go up and put her arm around Anna and go, "That's
Walking
okay, honey.
flying
There's
match.
enough dangerous people."
if that's everything, guys, and he points at the door, I think I know what's going on. I'll work this out.
Okay, ghoul.
So Nydia's just gonna smile very, very sweetly and innocently at him and go, "Thank you." Turn around and walk away.
All right, so you guys head off.
Yeah.
All right, so Algonquin Reserve.
We have no other fingers to
And-
point anywhere.
Paid off by Rocco already, but he hasn't shown up yet. And
So-
no one's at Rocco's house, according to the cruiser he sent.
Should we do a drive-by?
I mean,
Well,
if they're being paid by Rocco, they may have just lied about him not being there. So a drive-by might be a good idea.
I have worst. Yes, Daniel, is it okay if I drive?
Yeah, man.
Are you feeling better now, Daniel?
No, there's just something off about the air.
Do not say this is a dream or I will literally kill myself.
Promise?
Why? To do it all over again?
But legit.
Oh,
promise?
that is a very good test. Maybe we should call Daniel and see if it resets.
I'm right here, you asshole.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant myself.
Yeah, okay.
JP.
Oh, it's a joke, as you say. He could always reach into my bag and borrow one of my guns so he feels more comfortable.
He grabs you by the balls. And, like, gives you the...
Tell me your sins.
Fuck.
Well, that was one of them.
Uno reverse card.
What legit just happened? I rolled a 1. I can't... Give me a conviction roll, you piece of shit. He's pretty much lunch at this point.
Oh, you. So -1, so 4.
-1 plus 4? Yeah.
No,
so
-1 plus 5. I got 4.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, he begins confessing...
Oh, stop it! Get off of me. I am not going to eat you. You are my friend. Just reach and borrow one of my guns, you fucking weirdo. See, I have self-control when I am not hungry. It's a different when I am...
Wait, since when was he your friend?
He's not food. He's my friend. I have to draw the line somewhere.
I'll be back in a second.
I think that qualifies similar to a JP. Stop teasing Daniel. Daniel, don't grab people's balls.
Especially an emo vampire. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I'm a little uncomfortable with being in the same vehicle as you all now.
But that makes you very normal, and I appreciate that you're on the straight and narrow.
Some
You're
people who are on the
comfortable
phones
being
can't
in the
look
same
right.
vehicle as me after I'm pitching them out.
I
for
thought.
Yeah,
Need,
you know, Brandon.
Like anything.
It fits so well.
From the bag, Anna, Nira, like a gun or anything? Are you good?
I'm good. I'm not exactly good with a gun.
I understand, no problem. I'm going to start driving by Rocco's. I have been there many
Actually,
times.
not very good at fighting in general.
I have driving. So we
You
are
want to
waiting
use
for
me as a shield?
the man, and we are on the way. I'm going to do
I
a drive-by there and then to the res. Hey there, is anything going on here? How are you doing there? Get some beers.
Get some beers.
Here, buds.
Do you want to get those reserve smokes?
So, I just want to be clear on something.
Ziploc bag of 100 for 20.
With the feeding on Daniel.
I didn't feed.
You didn't?
No, I said no.
Take a nibble. Take a nibble.
You are not food, you are friend.
Well, had you would have cleared your social.
Yes, but people do not like it when I do that in public. They get all twitchy.
Yeah, you definitely see him going like dog water bowl eyes, like he just kind of like glazes over.
Yeah, like, no. I'm looking from the bag and go sit in the back.
He never stood a chance.
I'm
like,
about to ring.
Like straight up Subway sandwich, you don't have a choice.
Yeah. Just a nibble. A little bit. He could rest and be better by tomorrow. Yeah. No, we have to go. We're driving and we're doing...
He's mumble fucked by what you just did, even though you didn't feed on him. He's definitely like
dummied a bit,
yeah. So he's like, yeah,
because he was overly lively and social.
Sorry, yes, you drive. Right, like
he cursed me away from my body in an attempt to kill me for showing up in a dream.
Yeah, there's definitely a bit of Schadenfreude, seeing how easily JP just dummy fucks him. So
we are on our way to Rocco's.
All right, so JP jumps in the driver's seat. Who all's going to Rocco's?
I think we all are.
I think we're all sticking together right now.
Except for Jack. Jack's off doing his lone wolf thing.
Jack's off doing his own thing.
We're not using phrasing. Phrasing, Lana. Phrasing.
Jack's often.
All right, so meanwhile...
Jack's off killing people.
No.
I was told to get off a horse.
Jack's off the horse. Would you help Jack off the horse?
Horse?
No.
So,
I would give her.
Well, what about if he was on a bus? Would you help Jack off the bus?
Of course. If he told me his sins.
All right, Jack.
Off his own things, okay?
What if Jack was on a black man? Would you help
Jack can off his own things.
Of course.
I might edit this episode.
But I would be there.
Please.
So you're saying it's me
Yes, Jack.
showing up at a house?
So you find your way to number 8 Cheryl Road.
Dustin, this is what you need to do. You need to stop.
You need to stop being fucking retarded.
You need to shut the fuck up.
So I'll get all this fun action. Now, I walk up to the door, like tap dancing my way up the stairs.
Get invited.
So anyway, does it have one of those like little steps, like a
Yeah,
front door?
There's a stoop, 5 steps.
Okay.
Go up to the
I
door.
do a little like
your way up the door.
like and then I hold. Is it like a window door or is it one of those like flat doors with a peephole?
Spinning your
So
cane.
there's a screen door, and then there's a door, and on the white door, past the screen door, there's an old sticker that says, "If cucumbers could take out the garbage, we wouldn't need men." It looks like someone tried to scrape off.
Mm. Is it one of those ones like with a peephole in the door?
No,
Okay, so it's just a flat door.
Is there a mailbox in the door?
there's a mailbox there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well then I will
You should have your shot.
open the screen door briefly and shave into haircut.
That one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. A few seconds go by. You think nothing's gonna happen when the door opens up and a young girl is standing there, and she goes, "Hello."
Hi. Is your mother home?
Yes, I think my mommy's home. Just give me a second. And she
No
leaves the door
problem.
open and runs off.
We didn't take you in. I was too late.
She just runs off. A few
Mhm.
seconds go by, and a man, 6'1", dark hair, walks up to the door, and he goes.
Doesn't subscribe to natural gender pronouns, I take it.
The man says, "Hello, can I help you?"
Hi, I'm here to see Karen.
You don't say. What do you need with Karen?
I don't say. I'm actually here to deliver a letter that a friend asked me to drop off to her.
Roll a deceit.
That I
He has the letter?
have. It is only a 3.
A 3. He says, "Which friend?"
Mary May.
Oh yes. You must be your husband. Hold on a second. And he closes the door. It latches, and you're left waiting for a few minutes. Is there anything you want to do in the 120 seconds that you're waiting?
Check the back door.
Pull every ounce of power in the area.
You're about to traumatize some poor little
Freeze the whole
girl.
house into a
No, it's precautionary.
I need you to roll me an alertness.
He's friends with a dark god.
That is a 1.
Did you break it?
Nope, I did not break it. I just dropped it. About a minute goes by, and then 2 minutes goes by, and then 3 minutes goes by, and then 4 minutes goes by.
Freeze the house.
Oh.
Deck, do something.
Freeze the whole house.
And then 5 minutes goes by.
Do you hear any footprints going behind the house?
The car, like, there's no like garage or anything, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I'll step down from the front stoop and kind of look around the back and see if I can see around the side of the house.
There's nothing going on.
Oh,
Now.
Probably
Ain't that a
teleported the
bitch.
fuck out of there.
oh well.
Might be a dark god coming, bud.
I level the house.
It's real housing, to be fair. But yes, you can definitely demo the house.
It's just one of those like hands come up. It's like All right, I knocked.
Okay, and what do you do?
Fucking
I'm
murder.
going to level it.
I put in the minimalist effort.
I'm going
Now
to
they
hit
can
it
pay.
with like essentially a wind scythe. I want to cleave clean through.
Honestly, I expected more violence than this. You gave me way too much time.
Yeah. I'm cleaving clean through with a wind scythe.
Just kind of meta, which when he went in and said, "There's a man at the door. I think it's Mary May's husband, the dark-haired one." She goes, "He's blonde," and she goes, "What does he look like?"
It's like, nope.
Oh
They
well.
went out the back window 3 minutes ago.
Ah. Oh well. I'm leveling the house.
The house is gone.
Which
It
is
is what
why
it
which
is.
is why I gave those big long pauses between the minutes.
Mhm.
Because I was like, you can do stuff. I'm not going to play your character. You can choose to do something. Okay. Another minute goes by.
Yeah, I level the house.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a conviction roll for your power. What were you aiming for? What do you roll?
6, 7, 8, 9.
You're well within.
Sorry, 9, 10, 11. I forgot to add my extra 2.
Okay.
Wait, no, sorry. I got an extra 2 on top
So
of that.
you have to tell me what you're aiming for.
Well, I was aiming for 8, but I rolled 5, 6.
And then you have to be, I do believe, is it over or under the number to be in control?
Over.
Over the number to be
13.
Okay. Perfect. So you blast a hole through the door explodes. You feel a little bit of loss of power hitting the door with magic because there is definitely a threshold there.
Oh, yeah.
But the door still blows its way in. All the way to the back door, and the back door blows out. You hear a dog yelp. They didn't take
You are a monster. Anna
Thanks
was
for joining the
Hey,
group.
kill the people all you want. Leave the poor puppy alone.
I'm going to
Anna finds out about this, you're in trouble.
casually walk.
I will remember.
I'm going to casually walk through the wreckage
We're
and walk
lucky
out
it's
the
just
back
wall.
out the back door.
Yeah, the back door's not like they just ran. It's not even latched.
Yeah. I'm just going to head up the back and I'm full on Jasoning this. I'm following.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to use my sight to pin her down even more because she'll glow like a.
Did you open your sight?
Yes.
In the distance, on the way to, not Orleans. What is if you take Greenbank? You keep driving down Greenbank. Where does that lead?
Barhaven.
Barhaven.
Yeah.
So you can see this glowing beacon on the way to Barhaven in the distance.
There you are.
How far can you cast?
Let's find out.
It's you know it's without it that her connection to the divine is what makes you be able to see her that distance, but she's too far for your casting. She's 3 minutes ahead in a car.
Okay. Well, I go into the house. I grab her hair from her comb, and I'm going to kill her.
Oh, what about the other family members? You could trap her by multiple hairs. She has the.
Oh, I'm killing all of them then. Thank you.
Take the little kid's hair.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna wipe you
Okay,
out.
but
I'm going for the
be
kid's
fair,
hair.
if he's gonna wipe out the parents, does he really want the chance that the kid will come back to get revenge?
Yeah, I suppose get them all.
Okay, Kill Bill.
I'm going for all here. All or
I
nothing.
figured I was thinking more along the lines
I already
of
wanted
No,
to.
actually,
she's not going to be worried about her own life because she's got cojones to protect her.
I'm going to
Who's
just
protecting the kid?
I'm going to dumb it all down. I'm going to grab the husband's hair.
She'll let the husband die.
Huh?
I'm
The
pretty
husband
sure.
from where?
The guy who was there.
I know the husband, but I don't mean what husband. I mean, where in the house are you finding the husband's hair?
Most likely in the bathroom.
Toilet.
You can't go into a wash.
Curly, whatever short and curly in the toilet. I'll take
you
that.
can't go into the washroom without finding someone's hair.
Yeah. There's hair on the shower wall. She seems to pull her hair out and put it on the wall of the shower.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm going to use the worst kind of curses on her, and I'm going for the KO here.
Yeah. There is very short razor shavings in the sink that he clearly doesn't rinse away.
Okay.
What about the toilet?
So she's probably going to think you're doing her a favor.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the two of them.
And in the little girl's room, she's got like little princess stuff set up in there. A little princess dresser. There's children's hair on the bed there.
I'm not gonna go for the little girl because the light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay.
That little bit of influence
Humanity.
of Anna is keeping me from going that one little step.
Okay.
The
But
husband,
you could
in
be-
my mind, earned it when he lied.
But you could be taking her out at a point in her life where her innocence will make her happy as she goes.
Yeah.
She doesn't know about the world
Okay, shut up.
Brandon.
and the real world.
Listen.
Are you-
All I'm doing is taking my hands off of her throat. What I'm doing is leaving her still in a vehicle where the driver and passenger are going to die.
If it works.
That's the joy of curses. When you
she
dump,
could survive and just be scarred mentally.
fair enough.
emotionally.
I'm going to dump
physically
everything
for the
I
rest of
can
her
into
life.
it.
Okay, Google, turn the lights back on.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You got all dark.
Okay, Google, turn on the living room lights.
Oh, we know that you can do that now. It's not a good idea.
Okay,
I
Google.
can hear you through here.
Okay, Google, bye.
I learned from last time. You guys can't hear you this time.
Wise. Very wise.
So give me a second here. So it's
Okay, Google, find sheep porn. Meow. Meow.
okay.
Lisa, I thought you loved me.
Oh, I love you.
Me.
Okay,
Oh, Crow.
Justin,
Yeah.
my curse.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I'm going straight up just to strip the life out of him.
Okay, you would basically have to beat their roll +3 because they're technically, well, the husband is just technically a regular human.
Okay. So that's
What about what's her face? She's not regular.
We'll get there.
She's
Hey,
special.
Amanda, what's the difference between a Scotsman and an angel? An angel says, "Hey, you, get off my cloud." Hey, the Scotsman says, "Hey, McLeod, get off my you."
nice. 22.
Jesus Christ.
I
We
said
don't know for
die.
certain that he's dead. Calm down.
I said die. Because I was tasked.
I know it's not going to do anything to help, but I would like to invoke my aspect with him to deduct successes.
You can't. You're not there. Zero.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, bring a fire.
Okay. So for Karen.
No, it's just him first.
Oh, just him?
Okay, she's gonna survive and
Okay,
become a
so
friend
if it's
to
just him,
Raph.
I want and I assume he's the driver.
You assume, go for it.
I want him to just be sitting there, and that moment where he turns to her and goes, "It's gonna be okay," and his eyes and his body just start going into glass, like frozen through. It's like,
So the weight is still on the paddle.
yeah,
It's even heavier.
Okay.
I'm going for total destroy. It's either the car's crashing or they're dying. It's either's happening.
You feel your energies leave your body, and as it leaves, for a second there, you don't feel like anything's happening, but then all of a sudden you get a revert back as it hits its target. What do you want to do with with Karen?
With Karen, I wanted to be nicer. I wanted to, I wanted to know that she fucked up.
How is that nicer in any way?
Give me a roll.
So you just gonna take her legs?
That's
What's nice?
It's like It's like 28 degrees outside and she dies of frostbite.
Only 14 on that one.
Only 14?
Only 14. You need to roll better, my friend. You're
Boost with the fate
lacking
point.
here.
You boost him with the fate point?
Yeah.
No,
it's a
I'm
16?
not there.
Let's see,
Can
your
I
fate really?
boost?
Oh wait, can I give him a fate point to re-roll it?
No, don't make me re-roll. The roll is the good part.
Okay.
Okay. So that
I
brings
went away from a
to a
perfect.
16. As you're pushing your power out, you start feeling an open connection directly to her. She's not just a regular human. There's something else there.
Mhm.
What are you trying to do? You really want to make her feel it?
I want to give her the worst case of brain freeze.
That's
Like,
it?
no, I mean like as in
Death?
freeze that fucker solid in her
As
head.
in literally turning to solid ice.
I want her head like inside of like her brain in her head iced.
Do you still have your sight open?
Yes.
As you're looking, you notice the light flickers. As you push your power to the husband, it like looks. 3 minutes of driving gets you fairly distant, but for you, for the focus that you put forward, almost 5, 6, 7 minutes have gone by. You mean it. You have a little circle you've drawn in the dirt in their backyard. You've put power into it. You feel the cold, wintry hatred of Maeve pass through you and out. You see that that dot move, and then when you push the power towards Karen, it blinks out.
So does Jordan's lights, apparently.
It's ambience for the whole situation.
You see that
Ambiance?
you see that bright light through your vision just disappear.
That's her question.
I kick out the symbol on the ground. And let's go figure out where they are. The rest of them are.
Meanwhile,
At the Batcave.
at the back, what are you guys doing?
We're at Rocco's house.
Oh, you're rolling up to Rocco?
Yeah, we're rolling up to Rocco's.
You're driving.
Aiden.
With guns.
Mm-hmm.
I got my big old bag of guns. I gave
Oh,
one to
not for the
Frank.
fact they're driving away. It'd be great as you guys
No.
are rolling up and see the cars swerve past.
Because of Jack, the aspect here for the kill will be hanging.
I'm going to be using that right now.
Hold on.
We pull right up into his driveway. And I reach out with my MAC-10.
Wait, I thought we were just driving by.
Yeah, he said a drive-by.
Yes, we
Justin.
are driving by.
I just rolled a 4. Please do it. Please. That the car crashes in front of us. Not hitting us, but we're driving we're just as we're coming up to Rocco's, her car crashes like 100 yards away.
Who's her car?
Karen's. So first and foremost, Rocco doesn't live in Barhaven.
Fuck, I thought he did.
Rocco lives in like Canada.
Never mind then.
They're not even remotely close.
That would have been awesome. Because he'd be right there.
So that
Fuck.
4 tragically wasted. that would have been awesome, but no, that 4 tragically wasted. You pull into the neighborhood that Rocco lives in, and you cruise down the road to the
That's
cul-de-sac.
a giant house, right? That we already
He's got,
been to?
yeah, you've been there a few times.
Yeah, so I know the layout very well. I have been inside.
Yeah. You've been inside the house, yeah.
Yes.
100%. In season 1, you were in his house, and then in season 3, you were in his house in the dream. Yeah.
I know his place very
I feel
well.
like Rocco should move.
Who says he hasn't already?
At this point, if I was Rocco, I'd be like, the fuck am I staying here for?
I feel very secure with my power. That's a big ego thing.
Yeah.
When you're that big, everyone knows where you live, regardless of where you live.
Yeah, you feel untouchable.
Yes, you have to be, because everybody knows where you live.
Yeah.
Not to mention, why move when you already know the layout of your house? Why would you try to get used to new layout?
Yeah, so I am not going to get out of the car. I'm talking to everyone. We are just going to do a simple drive-by, and then we'll move on our way.
So when you drive by Rocco's house,
I busted you.
whoever's there, roll me an alertness.
Okay.
You do remember that he has a safe room in his basement he could be hiding in, right?
He also bought a
We
shit
did in
ton of
that
soldiers.
Is this a simple hello, how are you?
5.
Nice.
3.
5, 3,
4.
4, 5, 3, 4. These are all really good rolls. You rolling alertness?
Well, I'm driving. Can I be alert too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
I should hope you're alert if you're driving.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm alert about driving.
Well, that's gone forever.
That's 0.
So
I got 1, and then plus 1. I got 2.
You got 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Elemental P.
So, with that 5, as you drive by the house, there doesn't seem to be a lot going on. One of the things you notice, Amanda, you got the 5, right?
Yeah.
You say out loud that has his garage. You look at you drive by and you see the garage. The window's open, and it just looks vacant. Like there's no anything in there, right? And it kind of strikes you odd that a guy in his position wouldn't have hot rods in the garage, wouldn't have a boat in the garage, wouldn't have something, right? So that catches you that there's like no anything. Like through the window as you're driving by for that brief second, you see there's like nothing in the garage.
I put the gun back in my car. Is anyone here good at noticing chops? We should maybe go look for clues very quietly.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he doesn't spend a lot of time at this house.
It is off and on. He does
Well,
have other places.
roll scholarship, Volus.
Scholarships?
Scholarship, Volus.
Scholarships.
So that's 2.
2. Last time you were here in the real world, you got to see a fairly good swath of the house, including the garage door was open. He had a boat in there. And Neria saying that the garage looks empty is very suspicious that, like,
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
Yeah, as they drove by, there was nothing in there.
He could be in one of 3 positions in any man's life where he's either trying to sell a boat, doesn't have a boat, or is just trying to get a boat.
Oh, he's on the boat.
I own a boat.
He's on the boat.
Yeah, so you're in the position where you're probably going to try and sell the boat.
Fuck you. It's my boat. I love my boat. It's outside. It's right over there.
It's a boat.
It's a boat.
Don't worry, some meth head's going to try and steal it.
It's happened. It's happened.
They literally try to break into my yard and steal the grass. I'm gonna take your grass.
Because
Come
they
on,
want to
it's a great
smoke
fight.
it, man.
So anyway, the boats that should be there is not there, and her saying that the place is empty is very alerting to you, Volus, because that man has toys.
Yeah, this house
But
looks
we were
deserted.
just driving by.
Let us
Where?
go in this house and take a peekaboo. Anyone want to come with me?
Does Bolus
Set off a bomb?
say any of that out loud?
What, that he looks like no one's there? It looks like no one's
No,
home?
that he used to store a boat there.
Well, the last time I was here, there was a boat in the garage, and this place didn't look as deserted.
It had a sleeper in that boat too.
So if it's deserted and the boat's gone, somebody want to warn Big Joe?
Kevin, can you text Big Joe? Something is going on here. His boat is MIA.
Out on his boat in the middle of the lake, and so is Rocco.
This happens to be surrounded by water. Let's
What
take a
time is it
peek.
now? In game.
I pull into the driveway.
Say that again, Volus?
What time is it now in game? It was 3 o'clock when we were at
Yeah.
the chateau.
Yeah, it wasn't much later than that, like 4. I can drive by, to drive from where you are all the way to, like, Canada.
Driving is so slow.
Yes. If only we could all teleport psychically from place to place.
Like if they had a device that someone could like just tear a hole.
This is why it's easier just to jump through people's minds.
Or fly.
Yeah,
Or
that
use the teleport
Or
button.
carry a big axe.
It's true. That
Hurry
axe-
up and open up, you axhole.
You
I
just
can-
you axhole.
I'm saving it for a trip to New York.
I let myself in the house and start investigating.
How do you get in?
I get in through the open door. 'Cause
Where
I
is JP going?
I just let myself in very
Throw,
quietly.
give me a might roll.
I
So
get a +2 to
JP's
might.
walking up to the door with much conviction to just kick it in.
As inconspicuously as
Just
possible.
because Rocco's not there doesn't mean he doesn't have security systems.
I know
Anna
this.
is
Pretty
going to.
elaborate security system last time we were here too.
Does anyone have
Anna's
a better way
getting
to-
out and trying to pull JP back.
It's okay. JP is going to meet Claymore.
Does anyone have a better idea? Because I do not want to set off a trap.
I don't think that we
Oh,
should be going in the
They have
building.
landmines.
You need to know,
Landmines!
Rocco, we need information. We need resources.
Oh,
But
great. They found some
Nothing.
landmines.
He's
Someone
not.
planted landmines? We walk our dogs out there.
He's not stupid enough to leave anything of use for us in
Then
his
every time
place.
He is very stupid. We've done this 3 times already. We've
Well,
always
maybe
found
he
something.
learned
We
his
have-
lesson.
We're doing it 3 times now? Who's stupid?
Every single time we find something.
And yet he still managed to outsmart us with Kahone.
Yes, he's a backstabber.
Yeah.
I
You
tried to warn
really
you.
think
Guys
he's
did not
going
listen to me.
not upgrade?
You
The
did
thing
not-
about luck, it's like a roll of the dice.
Anna is gonna literally
That's a
put
better
her
way to
arms
go out.
around JP's waist and try to drag him back to the car.
And Anna grabs you and goes, "Don't kick in the door."
Does anyone have a better way to get inside? I am open ears. But we must investigate.
Why
We need
must
to-
we investigate someone else's house that is probably entirely empty anyway?
Because every time we've done this, we have found something. He is very stupid. I
Maybe
already told
he's
you he's going
just
to
sitting.
backstab us, and you did not believe me, and now we are in this position.
Oh, I do not agree with breaking into people's
Roll
houses.
a presence on that. Roll a rapport, Anna.
Wow, rapport. Oh, damn. Rapport.
Tell you what,
Isn't-
is there mail in his mailbox?
What'd you get for rapport?
I got a 1.
So a 4 on social you would take on that, unless you want to spend fate points.
No, she's gonna very dejectedly just let him go.
Yeah.
And then
Bump up
probably
the
move
yeah.
away from
Can you
every-
take a 4 slot in social?
yeah.
Okay. He very much comes off just like Bob does in real life, where he's just not impressed with anyone.
I'm like, where are you going with this, Justin?
Yeah.
Lydia's going after Anna.
There's a social mechanics to this game. I got to play it a little bit as it comes and goes.
Mhm.
I definitely felt like Bob was playing JP like, guys, this guy's an idiot.
done this
Shut
many
up, I know
times.
this.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
I said he's going to backstab us, and he did.
All right, so you're going to just go up to, what are you going to do?
Does anyone have a better way to get in the house and check for traps?
And is sulking.
Okay. Does
Lydia's
his
a little
mailbox have mail
preoccupied
in
with
it?
trying to at least make Anna smile.
His mailbox does have mail in it.
Okay, a lot?
No, today's mail.
Today's mail.
Somebody says
So he's
backstab.
probably not here today.
So that means he was here yesterday.
If you woke up knowing you pissed off a bunch of people, would
Like-
you want to be home?
Like, it's only been a few hours since we've woken up,
And he's already...
and he woke up on a mission, already with a mission in mind. Whatever that mission exactly was, we don't know, but I can guarantee you he didn't just stay in his pajamas at his coffee table.
Yeah, so
He
and left from this
fucked
place,
off right quick.
from this house where all the clues are inside.
Do you think he left enough time to write down his plan?
He has almost every time. This is
You could do the rub.
Have we learned
on,
nothing
a
from
notepad.
Rocco?
Do the rub on a notepad? Yeah, because this is the 40s, and he probably wrote it down on a notepad.
He's old school.
Roll a social, Brandon. Roll a
We'll
presence.
literally break into his safe again.
Social's presence of 5.
Roll the 5. Roll the rapport.
0. 3.
Got a 3. You take a 2 social.
I need your pencil.
So that's a bit cutting. Him saying the whole computer's notepad thing. Volus is making a lot of sense for an old guy, and he's as old as you, so there's a bit of respect there.
There is.
Every
time we've gone here, we have found something.
So what he's saying with the amount of time on a mission, yada yada yada, with taking the 2 social, it kind of hits you that there's a bit of a point to that.
And we need resources. And
Right.
he has gold inside. All right, we should burn the house down at least, so he doesn't have that access to what is here.
We don't exactly have Jack with us.
There's gas in the garage.
You want to go check the garage?
Why don't you, yeah, I'm gonna at least burn the house down. Like literally, it's a house full of clues, and everyone's like, "We don't want the house full. Fuck the house. We've only discovered something every time we've been here. It makes no sense to keep discovering stuff every single time in the exact same place."
At the very least, we need to destroy the house. That's an excellent mindset. I love that. If we're not going to break into it,
which
should
there
we
are
at
clues
least
in the house.
burn it to the ground?
Burn it to the ground. We're not going to actually get the clues we need to know where we need to go.
If we're not getting these clues,
Sitting in his
nobody
safe, we
is.
know how to break into.
What clues do you think you'll find in a safe?
Well, last time
Just to be
we found
clear,
possessed jewelry that came in handy.
just to be clear, Aaron knows there's probably something in there, but Anna is not a B&E type of person.
We get on the computer, we can see where he uses credit card to fill up the boat. I mean, I look in the garage.
Okay, you go
I
to the.
bust the
It
window.
is a
go in the
little
garage.
more preoccupied with keeping honest spirits up.
You
Yeah,
go in
she's
the
kind
garage.
of sulky.
There is a roadster in there, but the boat is definitely gone, and there is no gas cans though. But there's a roadster, so if you want to like siphon, figure out a
I'll
way.
fucking take my knife and poke a hole in the tank.
That's hilarious.
Take a whiz in his gas tank.
Right, so the tank is now bleeding fuel.
And it's a roadster, so it's probably high octane.
No, you would have matches if you want to light the garage on fire.
I flick match through the window and run like a motherfucker.
The garage is got smoke coming out of it.
I think it's time for us to vacate, as you say, since we do not want to have any clues to know where we are going. But there's lots of water here, so he's gonna be a bitch to find.
We better kill him,
There's
or we are going to have problems.
the smoke
the
coming
road.
from the garage kind of peters out a little bit.
I open the garage door.
There's definitely a sprinkler system.
How do you open? You climb back in. And
I'm
open
back in the garage door. I'm disappointed with this.
you go. You
I think just go to the front door. And
You press the button, and it goes katunk, and you see that there's the little thing that he's jammed in, the little metal thing, and it's like katunk, 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 trying to open with you pressing the button.
What metal? What's gonna actually?
So in the garage door, there's a little.
Yeah, there's a little latch.
there's a
You can
button
pop it
slide,
out.
and when you press the button, it's going katunk.
I just lift it up there with my hand.
You just tear it apart.
Yeah,
Give me a
not
might
problem.
roll.
I got +2 to might for anything I push or lift.
Yeah, you should be able to break this pretty easy.
-1.
Garage doors usually just
Didn't you have like
thin
might
piece of
+2,
sheet metal with
anything pushing it
which you
forward.
should have?
cross girder for
You
the
could
frame.
pop one of those out with a slight tap of your fist.
Don't you already have like a? Oh, there it is.
+1 to might.
You should have Inhuman Strength, which gives you the ability to lift more, hit harder, improve lifting whenever you try and break an inanimate object. You gain a +3. So +3 to you said a plus what?
2.
So you had 2, so 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. You grab the garage door and you ream it completely open. You're now in like. I need you to roll a presence. Not a presence. What would it be? Is it a presence? 1 second, because you're mad and you're not having a good time. So I need you to. What's the control one? To be in control.
Discipline.
Roll a discipline for me.
This fucking thing's not been friendly to me.
You got to hold it flat.
1. So I got 6.
6. Okay. So, with the 6, you remain in control, but part of you wants to tear this fucking place apart. I will give you a fate point if you just rage out and destroy this whole fucking garage by hand.
It's on fire.
I compel you to just, while it's on fire, take a temper tantrum.
Take a full temper tantrum?
Yes.
Fuck this shit. Fuck.
I rip the bumper off the Roadster.
Yes.
And I smash everything into the fire, making it worse.
Take your fate point. You
Knock
see
over old
Jean
paint
Paul.
cans and
You see
they
Jean
catch
Paul
fire.
in all white court glory start tearing this garage apart. Just grabbing posts and pulling them out of the wall, hands through the drywall, grabbing studs and fucking pulling them and swinging at the Roadster. After a few minutes of swinging studs at the Roadster, he grabs the bumper off the Roadster and rips it off and goes to the front door and chucks it at the front door. The front door explodes open and the Claymore explodes out.
I fucking saved you.
At this point in time, Neri is going, okay, well, that's quite a temper tantrum, but at least it saved your life.
Now can we go check for clues before it all burns to the ground?
You can go ahead. I'm still trying to make our fiery healer smile after what you did to her.
No, I'll teach her to listen.
Will it now? It will also teach you not to piss off the healer in case she decides
Yep.
to let you
She's
die.
actually she is getting up and she's just gonna start walking away.
Nobody fucks with the white
That's
mage.
a white mage.
Yes!
At this point in time, I'm just going to flip him off and
take
follow
away
her.
a fate point.
Can I just point out one more thing? That the one person who's made of fire, we've pissed off to walk away from what's burning.
Aaron, roll a social and add a 4. Presence.
So what's my timeline before the fire catches up to me?
What's that?
Minutes?
Turn. Give me a second.
Okay.
And add a what?
4.
4.
Minutes. If it's a newer house, it's made of very flammable materials.
I got a 6.
So, roll a empathy.
I have empathy.
Empathy.
Not you.
No, Bob has
Oh.
one.
One.
You're having a real hard time dealing with the fact that she's storming off right now. You know this isn't good.
I take the bumper, throw it through the upper bay window, and leave. Yo, fuck! Tabernacle!
When you throw it through the upper bay window, it goes through the window. And for a second, you think nothing's going to happen, and another claymore explodes.
Enchante!
You see, like, glass and shrapnel everywhere. It's just the son of a bitch.
I guess we are looking for a boat with the scumbag.
Well, consider that's his home now.
This place is like... It's just going off right now. You just hear explosions happening indoors. Like, every door in there has been set with a claymore.
we need to leave.
Like
The daisy chain of claymores going off.
But the house is just exploding right now.
Now I'm thinking of the 1810.
Like, people are coming outside. You can hear sirens.
V for Vendetta style.
Oh my god, across the road, some poor bastard who opens up his front door. What's the sound? Gets hit by claymore shrapnel.
Yeah, shit's just going wild. The house is
He's
actively...
got claymores in all his neighbors' homes.
I have
The
calmed
whole
down.
street is just claymores. One neighbor you thought
I
was a
am
neighbor is
sorry.
literally just a
I have,
claymore.
losing my temper. I apologize.
You get the distinct impression that Rocco may very well have expected you to come here first.
And maybe we should all get back in the car, go for a peaceful drive. I apologize.
tell you
for-
what-
Neri and Anna are gone. Neri flipped him off and left with Anna.
We can guess what he expected, but I bet you it wasn't this.
Yeah, he didn't expect a roadster bumper to go through windows. He definitely expected a bumper to go through windows.
He was fine with the claymores going off and his ballistic like protected walls that he can easily replace the drywall in front of all the Kevlar that he's got in his walls. It's the fire he wasn't expecting him to start in his garage.
Yeah, he didn't expect anyone to go in the garage. He's like, who the fuck?
Or the fender to go through the window.
Yeah.
I get in the car and I apologize to the girls and suggest maybe we should skedaddle.
Mm-hmm.
We're walking.
It's up to them now. It's out of my hands.
There's an open aspect that's okay. I'm done.
Hot-headed.
Hot-headed. Oh, I like hot-headed.
Hot-headed.
Hot-headed. Just there. What do you want?
Jean-Paul is usually very calm and relaxing. Yes. But today,
until that white courtside comes out.
At this point, it's an explosive temper.
should I take a hunger?
Yeah, you would definitely take a hunger from pulling the studs out and grabbing the bumper. Yeah, there'd be a hunger there.
It's a hunger.
Yeah. All right.
All right, you guys get back in the car. I'm driving.
Where are you guys going right now? Where's the main crew going?
Away.
You're driving away?
Two of them are walking away.
Away.
I was gonna say,
drive up
Lucy
to
is
the
walking with her arm around Anna, sitting there like attempting to make her smile while they walk away.
You know what the safest place for us to be right now would be probably?
Not here.
The reserve.
Yes, I drove the car. I apologize to the girls. I'm trying to see what they're going to do next. It's out of my hands.
We just burned down a house and set off multiple
girls.
explosions in an urban area. Let's go to the reserve for a while.
John Paul and Daniel sitting in the back seat. He definitely looks just about as off as he seemed all day. Daniel in the back seat, but Jean Paul pulls up to you and Volus. What do you girls and Volus want to say when he pulls up? He rolls down the window. He doesn't say anything. He just pulls up and rolls down the window.
And they apologize.
Feel better?
And then he apologizes. Yes.
Do you want to come or do you want to bugger off? We are up to the reserve.
Nydia's just gonna look at Anna.
She is giving JP this like deadpan, just real attitude glare.
Yes, I know I am an asshole and I was wrong. You were right. I have very much emotion with this Rocco problem, and I tried to warn everyone before. I feel very, how you say, hot-headed?
You could have died.
Oh, I see what you did there.
You
You
wanna
could have
roll an
died. You
XP
could
for
have
+2?
tried to kick in that door and you would have been exploded into little bits and then
2, 3. Where's empathy? 6.
He rolled the 6 for an apology. You can take that as a player any way you want, but he rolled the 6 for an apology.
right now she looks like she's just glad that he didn't get blown into giblets.
Actually, he called that aspect, so he rolled an 8 for an apology.
Nice.
Yeah. He seems very genuine. If you can see in his face, there's a bit of gauntness going on, as if like
That would have
his
stopped really bad.
His vampiric nature's kind of coming out a little bit, and he's very much trying to keep it in control.
Okay. She'll heave a very heavy sigh and just climb into the back seat again.
So Nydia will follow.
Volus?
I'm getting in the car. I'm getting away from this crime scene.
As you jump into the car, another explosion goes off, and you hear someone go, "Holy fuck, what is happening?" The police, not the police, but you can hear the
Police
sirens
are
coming.
there already.
Yeah, you can
What's
hear...
the SI guys doing right now?
Question. You said Karen lived a few doors down from Rocco, right?
No, Ansel.
Or Ansel, okay. Because I was going to say, if she was that close, where the hell's Jack?
Wait, Ansel lives a few doors down from Rocco? I thought he lived a few
No,
doors down from
Ansel
Karen.
lives a
Yeah,
few
Ansel lives
doors
a few
down
doors
from
down from
Karen.
Karen,
Yeah, from Karen.
which
I
you're
was
nowhere
thinking
near right
It
now.
was Rocco, not Ansel, but
Yes. So anyway, you're heading to the reserve, to the Algonquin Reserve.
Very calmly. And I pull out Kevin.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, if you see the wizard walking down a payphone, can you make it ring and get a hold of him?
I'll do what I can.
All right, just tell him to head towards the res.
You feel your face be a little more warm than normal.
A little bit tired.
Yeah.
Go take another hunger.
Yeah.
That's good.
So,
My
meanwhile,
eyes get a little paler as I drive.
Jack, where are you?
Temple of Doom.
Meanwhile, at the Temple of Doom.
Well, obviously Jack departed the house.
Kalima.
You know what?
You
I'm
have to
gonna
have a
like
card for that.
casually kind of walk into the bar.
Oh,
You
you're
said
gonna
it was
just go to
across the road?
Chateau Laurier or
Well, you said there's a bar across the road from her
from the
house.
Montessori? Yeah, so you're gonna go back
Yeah.
there.
Oh, someone's throwing another house. You know what? No, I'm going to Ansel's house.
You, after you've destroyed the house, you go 3 doors over.
Yeah, just tick,
Knock.
tick, tick.
Nothing.
I'm not actually here for you. I just want to borrow your phone.
You wait a couple seconds. Nothing.
It's not gonna be home, dude.
All right. So yeah, I will go find a phone because I do keep the numbers for some of these dickheads around.
Do you just go into his house, like kick his
No,
door?
I'm not going into his house. That's suicide.
Karen's house might have a phone upstairs.
What's left
Yeah,
of
no,
it?
I'm not going back to the house that blew off the hinges.
Yeah, because it's 3 doors down.
Residual magic's probably fucking everything up there anyway.
Okay. So
3 doors
I'm-
down. There's probably kryptonite.
I'm going for a walk.
okay.
Just
You go
try
for
and
a
find a
walk.
place where I can get a phone.
Mannerdale Public School's down the way. There's a payphone by the public school if you want to go there.
Yeah, I'll go there.
Well, that's still one of my favorite songs.
What, the Mannerdale Public School theme song?
No, 3 doors down
Mannerdale's our
kryptonite.
school, ba, 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 ba,
Yeah,
ba.
no, kryptonite. 3 doors
Yeah,
down.
Kryptonite.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the Mannerdale theme song. They did the Lamb Chops play along thing.
Oh, dear God.
That was their
I
theme.
thought I didn't hear
No,
what you said.
kryptonite
originally. I
was
thought you said
actually
the
19
Amenadiels.
No, Mannerdale Public School. It's
Mannerdale.
like
We went there.
kindergarten to grade 7
3.
school.
That's
Was it-
elementary.
Yeah,
Wait.
it's an elementary school.
Elementary deal.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's an elementary school.
See, in this
It's-
situation, though, the only thing that really matters is if I go crazy, will you still
Scale?
call me Superman?
So anyway, if you walk up to the school, there's a payphone not far from that school.
Cool. I will go and try and use the payphone.
As you get close to the payphone, you start seeing it ringing. Ring,
I'm just
Have
gonna give
Kevin ring to
that
it?
look around
ring.
just to see like if there's anyone watching me.
Doesn't look like there is.
I'll pick up the payphone.
Hey, I found him! Ka-ting, bring. You hear on the phone ringing, and it's now Kevin's voice. Bring. Your phone's now ringing.
Hello? Andrade, hello.
Brandon, you fucker. I heard that.
What was that?
He started playing banana phone.
Da-da-da, banana phone.
It's that doop 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 doop. Always gets me.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hello?
Hello, mon ami. Where are you?
Oh, I'm in the peeing.
Ah, that figures because you like did you never mind. Did you no, never mind. Yeah.
I'm just
We are
doing a
heading
job
to
for
the
my
reserve.
boss.
We have a hot lead on some spookiness and intel.
Okay. Where am I going here?
We are going to what's the name of the reserve?
Algonquin Reserve.
The Algonquin Reserve. We are going to be talking to a cop called Tall Tree. I'm going to help him with his finances and with the res, and he's going to help fill us in on what we need to know. And he's our in. Do not just show up there's a white man. You're asking for Tall Tree.
Okay. Fun fact, I don't have GPS and I can't afford to pay a taxi to drive me to the reserve.
Call the church and ask for a driver.
You got a number?
Yes, it is 250.
And he provides a number for you.
Okay.
727
5555.
761-1111.
All right.
Worst
I'll
Had your
Call-
life.
8675309.
yeah. All right, I'll
Stacy's
call them
mom.
and get a driver. And then I guess I'll try and meet you out there.
All right. So,
Okay, yeah, we'll see you on the way there.
All right. So I hang up and
Ready for
try
some-
calling one of these priestly drivers.
yes. So,
You can leave the priest and take the car. It might be faster.
I can't drive.
Ah, yes. I'm a wizard, but I cannot drive.
he also has one eye.
Yeah. I have like almost no depth perception.
So,
He's a one-eyed monster. He's just a big dick.
I also have a one-eye monster.
there's a lot there. There's a lot to work with.
I know, right?
He's just holding his
staff.
staff.
The shaft
Um,
of his staff.
Big
So yeah,
white staff.
I call for a driver.
You call for a driver. They tell you they'll be there in a few minutes, and they do show up. Do you just take the vehicle and leave the priest standing, or what?
Um,
You can't drive.
I will ask the priest if he can drive me to this reserve, or at the very least, organize with his boss a place to meet them along the way, so I can just jump cars.
That's not a problem, my son. I'll be happy to do that for you. And
Oh, no problem. Before we go too far,
Kevin saying if you don't mind, he wouldn't mind meeting you at the Algonquin College.
Oh, we have to inform everyone, and we make a little side detour, if you say, yes?
Yeah. There's the Summer Haze restaurant and bar there.
oh yeah,
I need a
Oh,
drink.
that place is
Who
good.
would like a
Yeah.
drink on me?
they have good. They have good
Put them out.
eggs.
Yeah, they have a great breakfast there.
They really do.
So anyway, you all meet up at Summer Haze, not far from the Algonquin University. Jack shows up, and just as you see Jack walking up, you get a phone call, and it's a list of people that are available to be bought off, basically. You receive this list, and it's from the priest. It's a text message that says a lot of people have already been paid off. Rocco's been working full tilt all day.
That makes sense.
But 3 of the unions haven't caved yet. That's the plumbers union, the cement union, and the framing union. Those guys don't mind working with you. They don't mind being guns for you, and they don't mind collecting for you if you need. But they need you to come and talk to them because they don't know what you're offering. And then also the Outlaws motorcycle gang hasn't been paid off. There's a small group of Hell's Angels that are willing to work with you. And there's a bunch of native guys who might be willing to work with you in the Algonquin reserve there.
I talk to Voles and say I have to gather our troops, and I will meet up with you as soon as possible.
The text says everyone else has been sufficiently paid off by Rocco.
This is what I was expecting. We are late to dinner. Again, I apologize for my, how you say, hot head. Eat and drink whatever you guys need, and I get in the car with the priest, and I go contact every single one of these people with blank checks.
Yeah, you're gonna have to role play each one. You can bring the crew. There's each one is a location. So
I'll take Leo with me.
If you want, you might want to write it down on the back of your sheet. These are people that you as a crew, if you want to get their numbers, you need to go there.
All of us do?
Yeah, these groups are all dangerous people.
Oh, so
you don't want to show up alone.
Mission.
Yeah, each one of these is like a group.
If you make
We're
an
already
example,
we're already this close to the Algonquin Reserve, so we might as well go there first.
You want to write it down? The plumbers, the cement, and the framers. Those are 3 different unions. These are ones that Rocco couldn't pay off. They didn't cave. They're open to be paid off.
So either their price was too high, or they don't like Rocco.
Yeah, there's something.
They have worked with me before. Yeah, the cement and
because you were fighting over the union.
plumbers, the
cement guys, the cement union,
and the framers.
The framers, yeah.
And the natives
and
the
the cement guys have hid bodies for you before in the past, under houses and shit. So.
And what banking gang?
So the Outlaws, there's a group of HA. So Big Red Machine would be the group, right? They're not main HA. They're like a side group. And there's a group of natives that haven't been bought off that you don't know much about. You'll have to go to the reserve to see what's going on with them.
Which we're on the way to see now.
Which you're on the way there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So those would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6 that you could definitely grab guys from. But they're going to need you there to like convince them.
And I'm going to need my crew.
Yeah, and
including Leo.
You don't want to just walk in there.
Well, I was going to go with Leo, but
yeah.
maybe
one at a time to get your numbers up.
Yeah, but with everyone.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I don't split up then. I fill them all in and say, should we proceed with the investigation? And maybe the group of natives, we could go say hello? Or should we do this first so we have reinforcements? Because time is ticking for resources, and we are losing.
We could do 2 things at once. There is a group on the reserve, and we were headed that way anyways. If we make that our first stop, then we can hit the other groups on the way back.
I agree. We're almost there. Bolis, does this seem Anna? This is please chime in.
Yeah, we might as well hit the closest one first, because if time's against us, we don't want to run to the furthest group now and then lose out on this opportunity to hit the guys right next to us.
All right.
So we'll leave it there. We're on our way to see who can be bought off in the native crew and what the fuck Ansel's been doing at the reserve in the past year. Meanwhile, on the radio,
And to buy Ansel, because we are not convinced. Which maybe he only had the one job and he's open.
Yeah.
I mean, he follows through with his contracts.
when you get into the car to head on the way, Jack's in the car with you guys. Daniel's driving again. It's his car. He turns on the radio again for the first time all day. And there's a news report about a car accident in the Barhaven area crashing directly into the train that crosses that road.
Huh.
They're saying that there's at least 15 people dead from the car accident. The car crashed full tilt into it. They think the driver was having a seizure.
It's terrible.
And
People die.
Jack, did you see the accident? Weren't you in that area?
I was in the PN.
And that's where we'll end the night.
Jack is a monster.
Delivering a message.
My loneliness.
There's a body count building.
is killing me.
Right,
I'm honestly surprised that Jack didn't just destroy Ansel's house too.
You're gonna huffed and puffed.
No, there's a big reason why I didn't.
Vaterung.
Used up all your
Because
energy?
there's that, but there's also
Curved rune.
Vaterung. Like,
Rune magic.
Ansel's your problem. See, he didn't mess me over in what he did. Rocco did.
Mm-hmm.
Rocco hired him to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
He's just doing his own thing. Taking
you-
her out is literally my job at this point.
And I've wanted her dead for so long. It's like Christmas early.
I know. It was like win-win.
All right, I'm going to click stop, and then I'm going to turn off the Twitch stream. Night, everyone.
And
Why?